show up now.
Hey, you guys. Hey, it's Drunk Monkey 42 here. And, but today, you guys call me Ryan. I am the DM. I am hosting a Dungeons and Dragons game for my group here, friends and family. And we're going to start off with saying we got Riley, who plays Mal. We have Justin, who plays Thoron. We have Zach, who plays Priqrin, aka Peter, in case anybody would want to know. Bernnice, played by Sarah.
Hello.
We have Ron, who plays two characters. Out of everybody, he's my number one bullshit guy. So if you hear me say number one bullshit guy, that's who I'm referring to. It's a term of endearment, not an insult.
Some days.
Some days. He plays both characters that are the first one, which is Bart. It's our is one character he plays, which is Bernice's twin brother, and then the other one is Bertram. He plays as well. So that is our group here. Don't really have too many announcements or anything going on. We have one more game after this, which I'll also say again towards the end of the video as a reminder. And then we're going to take about a 2-week off, maybe a 3-week, depending on situations after the 2-week. It's just vacation. Some of the folks here are taking vacations, so we're going to work around that. Anyways, but welcome to our episode 6. But before we get into the game, let's do a quick little recap of what happened. So the group, after fighting some Umber Hulks in a kind of a slightly intense battle, found themselves exploring more of the 6th level of the dungeon. They started exploring around and found a chamber that had a sarcophagus in it. It already looked busted up and everything else. After doing some investigations in that room, they found a hidden door. Upon going in the hidden door, they found another sarcophagus that was untouched. Unbeknownst to them, they ended up finding another secret door. But they didn't really explore the sarcophagus, which is perfectly fine. They found the hidden door and opened it up. Found a corridor, hallway, if you would, that was filled with cobwebs and dust. And they proceeded to move forward, going through the next door. Both Thorn and Mal stepped on a trap door that opened up and dropped them down. Luckily for them, that was a good thing, as they found a switch that actually opened up the hidden door in the next corridor, because otherwise it looked like it was a dead end. Upon quick thinking and quick action, the two got out of the hole and they proceeded to go into the room. Following into the room, Mal began to hear a voice that asked her to release it from the statue's binds in a promise of showing it some goods. Upon either magical goods, knowledge, wealth, whatever be it. Promised a reward for her. She is the only one that decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's open it up. Everybody else was against it, especially the two dwarf paladins, Thorn and Bart. Bernnice was also against it, but she left the room and was like, let the boys deal with it, I guess. And so did Peter, or Priqrin, left the room as well. Bertram kind of sat there and watched everything, go off in this room, and Mal was succeeded in making a crack, probably a good half inch to an inch wide, releasing the so-called god, which turned out to be a demon, out of the statue. Keeping its promise, it dropped the illusionary wall that was behind the tapestry. They were able to find the secret door that was behind that illusionary wall, open it up, and found the true tomb of the king. I have to say this correctly because everybody keeps calling it the true king. The true tomb of the king. Found it with the help of Bernnice. They slid it open and revealed that he was clutching a warhammer, a war pick or something. I think it said warhammer, I believe. And at his feet was a shiny, nice looking shield with the symbol of Dumathorn on it, which is the looks like a mountain with a gemstone or whatnot affixed in the middle of it. With that being said, and with them doing this, as soon as the shield, well, technically, as soon as they opened up the sarcophagus, the demon thought it was prudent, or I don't want to say prudent, thought it was a good idea to go ahead and release his brethren. Knocking over one of the statues to release the first one, Bart moved into the action and started to attack that demon. Now, with the conflict started, they were able to free every single one of their brethren. So 4 demons were released in this room as the battle began. And about less than halfway through the battle, the first demon that was released finally had enough of being attacked when he said he was not going to attack you, no harm from him was going to happen. Decided, screw this, and proceeded to attack and assault the party. On a verge of a TPK, the party managed to turn it around at the last second with a massive healing, cure wounds. I think it was a mass cure wounds and some quick healing. They are able to turn it around, taking out 2 of the demons, and then focusing their fire on the bigger threat of the remaining 2. And once that one was down, the last one went pretty quick. Now that's where we left off. They had just finished the battle. Both paladins looking tired, exhausted, kind of worn down. The wizard running low on spell slots, if already low on no spell slots available. I don't know which yet, but running low on your magical abilities. The cleric also leaning over on her weapon, trying to catch her breath as she is, as well as she is running low on both magical powers and stamina as well. And Mal, who happens to be still in bear form at this time, who seems like the bear is taking some damage. Mal herself took some damage and was able to revert into bear form just in time. Now we're going to flip over to the map and everything. I may have to fix the visual on the map for just a split second, so give me a quick second here. But we're going to flip over the map and we're going to start off. And if my camera's a little shaky, I apologize. When I barely touch this table and just wobbles. But anyways, we're going to flip over to the map. And of course, it's not showing. Give me just a sec here. There we go. Okay. I may have to. If it keeps flicking like that, I'm gonna have to stand up and fix it real quick. Yeah, we're gonna fix it real quick. It does this occasionally. Okay, let's see if find my mouse here. Okay, is it showing up? It is showing up. All right, guys, we are in business. So, again, as I described, you guys had just finished a very intense battle. This is one of the longer battles that you guys had. It put everything that you had into, or you guys put everything you had into this battle, as both Bart, Thoron, I think Peter went down once, didn't you? I don't think Bertram went down at all, but 3 of the 6 party members went down at one point in time in this battle. And like I said, some clutch healing thanks to Bernnice, as she was able to bring them back up and get everything going. Priqrin, did you ever fix your portrait?
Yeah, should be.
Okay, it's still showing you up as a red thingy. I'll do a quick refresh. Sorry. Maybe for some reason my side's didn't refresh it. There it goes. Okay. this real quick. And I did take the time and opportunity to learn some stuff on Roll20. And hopefully it's for the better enjoyment of visually. So, with this being said, I already know kind of what you guys are going to want to say and do. But, let's begin. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna ask Mal, where wasn't that the King's Shield?
Oh, there.
She's still in bear form,
You're
yes.
still in
Bear.
bear form.
Bear with feathers.
Bart wants to go check out what he hasn't seen yet.
1 rar for yes, 2 rars for no. I saw you with it earlier, I swear.
Okay, so Bart's going to move over to the sarcophagus or whatnot
Okay,
and
confused.
check out stuff. Okay, just peering in right where you're
Someone's
at,
possessed
you
Mal.
do see the lid open of the sarcophagus and a shield that's laying on the floor outside of it.
He's not been in here before. Does he know that this is a dwarven? Can he see that this is a dwarven tomb?
With you being a dwarf and dwarf having that nice little like stone cunning type thing, I'm not going to make you roll for it. I feel that you would recognize this as a dwarven made, a dwarven sarcophagus type thing. Yes.
I'm gonna go up the stairs and check it out then.
Okay. Again, you see a nice cut of marble, white, I believe is what I said earlier. And if you go to the side, you can see a lid that's in writing in silver saying Melair. And that's how I'm pronouncing it, people. If anybody's having a problem with me pronouncing it Melair, put it in the comments. I'll look at them, but I'm still sticking with Melair.
My lord.
But as you look in it, and I did look this up, I was wrong last time when I said he wasn't wrapped. He does have wrappings on himself. So he does have like the mummy type of wrappings going on, but he's also in the nice burial robes, and you see him clutching a nice. You're not a smith. She is.
Well, I'm a smith, but
did you have
not a master smith? Yeah.
Okay, but you took the smith back. Okay, so you can recognize the metal that he's holding as adamantine, and it doesn't really have any dust on it at all. It's really nice. He's holding it in his hands, and then that's about it. Other than you, there's a shield just at the base of the stairs that looks like Bernnice's old shield that she had.
With the elven.
If that's what she had on it before, then yes.
I didn't leave it there. It's not.
Well, first of all, that's gotta go. That's gotta get moved away from this. This doesn't belong anywhere near this.
Yeah, elven maid. Elven god maid.
And
Don't want to mess with the rituals.
I don't know that my party opened this. Because I was not in this room.
Correct. You don't know 100% sure, but you might have, I would say, good, like maybe 80 to 75% sure that maybe your party probably opened this up. Or you can flip it around and think maybe 75 to 80% that they didn't open it up. However you want to determine it. I don't think you're 100%
There's no dust
sure.
on it. Inside.
No.
So then it hasn't been open for very long.
No,
Because if it had been open for a while,
It would have dust, yeah.
there would be dust on it.
well, this whole room, which is surprising
Doesn't
enough,
have dust.
doesn't really have any dust in it
So
at
it's been
all.
sealed for a while. Square chart up.
Who else is doing what?
Which one of you stinking, elf kissing, thumb bashers open this?
Listen, brother of mine.
I walk out of the room.
Oh, what happened? Oh, okay.
You walk where?
Out of the area. After I hear that, I'm like, I didn't see it, so
So Bernnice is the only one in here with me?
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
she just stepped in. She stepped in
You
there.
heard me bellowing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, listen, brother of mine. Unfortunately, I was pressured into opening it, and I opened it for Thoron and
don't you bash my name.
Peter was curious, and so was Mal.
What right do you have to open the tomb of a dwarf? And a dwarf king at that?
Well, I don't have any right, but
Well,
it's
why did you
open.
do it then?
I can close it just as easily.
Close it.
Do you want the shield in here?
Do I want that stinking elf shield in there? No.
He is holding an axe.
Yes, let's put the elf shield in there. What do you think I'm talking
I don't
about?
know. That's the only
dwarven-
shield I see.
There's a dwarven shield that was in here. Do you want that in there?
Where did it go?
I'll give you 5 guesses. 2 of them are human.
Well, Bertram doesn't use a shield.
And you can only guess where my old shield, where that was. Who had that?
Mal!
One second.
She's still in bear form.
No.
You'd have to leave the room unless she comes in.
I just scream Mal. Bellow Mal, not scream. Bellow.
I slowly walk up. What did I do now?
Does she have a shield? Do I see her having a shield?
No. You can't see it because it's right here.
I was waiting.
I put
Oh.
it right here because then you can't prove anything.
I pick it up.
You can't pick what?
So,
All right. First of all, Thoron, I need you to roll perception back to where you were to even see if you saw her, because there's rubble and debris that's like right along there, just to see if she puts it down. And Mal, if you're trying to put it down like slick wise, hopefully nobody noticing, I need you to give me a stealth check or a sleight of hand check, one of the two.
Well, they're both the same.
Then give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
oof, I didn't see shit.
Hey yo,
4.
28.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yikes.
So you don't notice that shield because the debris is just high enough to keep you from seeing it, and you definitely didn't see her do anything as far as that goes. And I can have Bertram and Peter, if you guys want, if you're wanting to get on this and see if you notice her. You have a 28 DC you have to beat for perception.
I don't think that's possible for your roll.
No, but might as well try anyways. No.
20 y'all.
So
I did
Peter,
not get
you
a
did not see
28.
anything, no.
No.
And Bart,
Oh,
no,
close,
oh,
though.
Bertram, yes, Bertram, you did not see anything. So nobody saw Mal put the shield
2? You
down
could
on-
have gotten out with a
down
knife.
on the
I'm
ground.
not paying attention to this. I just got done battling demons.
You're basically just sitting there like.
Yeah, I'm proof.
That someone decided to open.
So
Just at
Now-
28.
Yes.
with this being all said and the descriptions being out, you slowly walk over to the door and holler at him like, "What I do now?" So go on from there. Sorry.
What I do?
Where's the shield?
I don't know if any shield you're talking about. Does it look like I have a shield on me? No.
Mal, you see laying on the floor that shield that Bernice gave you.
Hey yo, I was wondering where that went.
Jeez.
Moving back.
Bernice,
Yes.
was there a dwarven shield in this sarcophagus?
There was a dwarven shield in this sarcophagus.
Mal,
Hold an insight for that.
where is the dwarven shield
Deception.
that came with the sarcophagus?
Looks like
Yo, that's not bad.
no, but Thoron kind of
Thorn understands.
Thorn moving up though, and can kind of hear.
The
Doesn't
lies.
really believe you too much, but with you moving up from where you were, you didn't see the shield until you got right about where you're at now, and you can kind of see it sitting on the ground or propped up against the wall, however she put it. And from that and the tone of her voice, you can read into her voice, knowing that she's not telling the truth exactly.
Oh yeah, just like the wand of fireballs, huh?
Everybody else, though, she kind of beats your guys' insight, so except for Thorn.
So,
I would like.
Mal, mind telling me how this shield got here?
What shield?
Still going with that. Still going with that.
I pick up the shield.
Thorn?
I pick up the shield.
See, I didn't have it. Thorn has it.
I have another shield in my shield in my hand. Why would I put
I don't
two
care
shields?
who has it.
Here, take it.
Bring it.
I walk up and I give it to
No.
him.
And I put it back in
You guys are jerks.
the tomb.
All you dwarves except for
Bernice,
Yes.
You
Humans,
opened
man.
it.
Humans.
You
you
serious?
shut it.
I will shut it.
Okay?
We gotta go into a fist fight.
You
now.
don't have to roll anything
Okay.
for that. Your strength, your base strength is high enough that you can lift the lid and slide it back closed with
Okay.
ease. So you put the shield back and you closed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So a little
Priqrin?
What?
Wow. Are you the dad here?
Yes, I
That
am.
one have other
We
children?
need you to
I
walk
am-
this real
I am
quick.
Not happy with this whole business.
Make up your own password. We don't want to know it.
In the next adventure, let's put all these statues back piece by piece.
That's not what you're doing. You're the who attacked the stupid thing.
Listen, I don't have magical glue.
But do you have arcane lock?
No, I'm out of those spell slots.
All right, well, I'm sitting here until morning.
No, how about you sit on top of it?
No,
Because
that's
then no one can open it.
Is hand fat? Is that a short?
So, question to players. I know what you're getting ready to do. Arcane lock and everything. Do you want to know what the shield is?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to keep it to yourself? Or keep it to myself?
No, I want to know
Well,
what the
I mean, let's know what it is, but it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
You say that. Maybe somebody who's going to arcane lock it decides he's going to come back later and get it. He's the only one with the password.
I
Can
put
you
my
use a
crystal.
shield?
Can I put my crystal inside? my robe?
We'll take raise of hands. How many want to know what the shield is?
No.
Well,
Well, that's well over half.
I want to know.
It's a sentinel shield. So while holding the shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
Didn't do the king any good, did it?
Oh, damn. Damn.
You don't know what he died of?
Well, stole it from me, so.
Everybody dies of shock.
I didn't open it.
I mean,
I tried.
I was waiting to see if you guys were going to do what you were planning on doing last time. I was writing out shit just in case that was a
Guess what?
case. Because
Wanna tell
people were talking about talk with the dead, speak with the dead, whatever. So I was waiting for that. Nope, we were sealing shit
I
up.
came in here with Thorn. Thorn left.
Love it.
And then Quinn came in here, and we tried to open this, and you can see where that led us. We got an inch open. And that's where we called Bernice.
And Bernice and I will discuss that later.
No. I would hope that you would think that I would have enough respect for dwarven gods.
Next
Gods. Talking about gods here. This is a
Anytime.
king.
Bernice is scared of her brother.
That-
She hides behind something, just like now. Instead of Mal hiding behind Bernice, Bernice hides behind Mal. To get away from her brother.
Could I?
I don't know.
What
I'm
is
pretty
that?
Tall.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Bertram's already started his moments.
At disadvantage, so that'd be
No.
6. I'm not hiding behind shit.
You can try.
I can try.
Press deception.
But-
or
I can hear you. I can see you.
I did not mean to press that one. I meant to whip inside.
Okay.
Anyway.
What's the modifier for insight then?
Oh, okay.
You're a +5.
that
No,
would've
no,
been-
no, don't
Go
worry.
back.
Stop.
Stopping.
You got a 12. Oh, no,
It It was
You got a plus
Oh,
5.
shit.
You rolled a 7. That's a 10. You got a 15
15 for
on insight. We
What are you
just flip the
inciting?
modifier around and we're good.
Okay.
I'll keep the roll. You got a 15. Who are you trying to insight?
Um,
You roll it for a reason.
let me read what.
I'll let you
Alright.
think about it,
All right.
and we'll move
Continue.
on. Okay, we'll move on. If you remember what you're trying to, who you're trying to insight, and what the conversation was you're trying to insight, then we'll go back to it. Otherwise, Bertram apparently plopped down on the floor and starts mending some of his wounds.
Yeah, takes out the pipe and starts pumping out demon shadows.
All right. So
I don't know if he does that. I can do any.
you could do anything
Yeah.
with it, really. Technically, you also do it during combat
Yeah,
too.
so remembering.
Okay, cool. So Bertram sits there, puffing on his pipe, and every smoke that he puffs out is another scene in the battle that just took place, where everybody is dead and he's facing 4 demons alone and slicing them up left and right. It's his own imagination.
That's what I saw.
He didn't go down.
I didn't hear no bell.
So yeah, and yeah, so you're resting and everything else. What's everybody
I'm
else?
staying out of.
What's Bart doing?
Bertram hears this.
Oh yeah, you
He's
hear the
staying out of
shadow.
this mess.
How did Bertram get out of this?
Bertram's not involved
Out
in
of
any of it.
everything.
He's never. He hasn't even been in the room yet.
No, he was.
It was
Yeah,
for. Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
snuck in the side a little bit.
everybody was in the room except for Bart, and that's when the shit went down.
Yeah, because Bart started it.
He watched Mal take the shield, but he's not involved in it. He's
Exactly, because Bertram is Mal's friend. Because
What?
Bart is a jerk.
Only
Not.
whenever.
What timeline are we on?
In this episode, Mal and Bertram are friends.
Wow.
Are we in the mirror universe?
I think
Unless you try to steal the one, then you guys aren't friends anymore.
Exactly.
I was gonna say we're friends now.
I'm friends with
Why don't you go to sleep?
You're not my mom.
Oh dear.
All right. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Can I have my shield back?
Yeah, I go over and pick up the elf shield and then I hand it to you.
Thank you. That's the one I was talking about.
So, just to clarify, we all discussed this prior. Yes, I know in the lore book it says druids don't use metal, they usually use wood or whatnot. Mal is not like a typical druid.
She's multi-class.
I'm just saying, since she's multi-classed in a way, that's where she's allowing herself to use metal objects and allowing her to use a shield.
Well, what's
That's-
your weapon that you use? Scimitar.
Scimitar,
right?
yeah.
So
It's a metal scimitar too, silver. I just look at it like druids are kind of earthy type people. Metals come from earth, so why the hell not? But that's just my reasoning. That's what we discussed. Mal and I discussed and came up with. She's not the typical druid fashion. She's not even an elf. She's a human druid, so she doesn't really follow the bounds of that. It's only a guideline.
Life's too
It's,
short, you know?
yeah, it's only a guideline. It's not set in stone. You can make up however you want. So I just want to let the viewers know it is perfectly fine for a druid to have a metal shield if they want a metal shield or a metal weapon. It's perfectly fine. It's however you want to play it, and as long as you and your DM agree. But anyways, so we're going through. Mark sits on the stairs to rest.
Yep.
Bernnice is doing what? Pulling out rations and starting to eat.
And what?
Pulling out rations and eating.
Oh, I thought you said. They're not what I thought you said at all.
Now, what is Bernnice doing?
She is
We'll just go around the table.
gonna find a darkish corner, and start. Well,
Well,
should
in this
step
room,
out of-
in this room, it is dark.
and actually, she's gonna step out of this room.
Okay, now it's not dark.
Sorry.
If you're trying to find a darkish corner or a darkish room.
She's gonna step out of the room and start praying to her goddess and
Alright.
trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Okay.
Because her
So you continue off where you left off on that prayer before the fight and before you were called over.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll go ahead and go over to Priqrin. What are you doing? Because I already knew the group was going to probably take a long rest. You guys have been fighting and traveling for quite a while already, for a day. So I'd say yes, this is probably about a day's. So you're more than welcome to take a long rest. So what is Priqrin doing for his long rest?
I'm going to start by starting a ritual spell of my tiny hut. So instead of taking its cast time,
No, it takes 10 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah. So you're going to cast it as a ritual. So you sit down and you begin to cast the as a ritual spell for 10 minutes to pop up Tiny Hut. Okay. And we also found out too with Tiny Hut that it is a dome, but it also has a bottom. So in case any viewers are wondering about that, the Tiny Hut does have a bottom of magical field too. This came about when I told the group, I was like, well, what if something comes burrowing up underneath you? And we found out that it does have a bottom. It is a half sphere. And yeah, so nothing can really penetrate unless they have Dispel Magic. Or they're just uber great. Anyways, so you sit down for 10 minutes doing that. Let's flip over to Thoron. What's Thoron doing?
I'm praying to Helm, saying thank you for protecting me
Okay.
and our party.
All right.
And then after that, I'm gonna head to go to Priqrin and say, are you casting Tiny Hut?
yes.
And now you have to start over.
Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby.
Does
Oh,
this room
darn it,
in the
Bobby.
Bartthalamew have a door? I mean, was it a secret door that we came through?
Yeah. There's a door that is swung open in that room that you can shut if you.
Yeah, I want to come out and shut the door.
Okay, so
Behind me.
instead of flopping there and you're gonna just okay.
Yep. I'm going to shut the tomb back up, and I'm going to stand vigil outside
Okay.
right here.
All right. So, anyways, you move over to Priqrin and ask him that. I was
Yeah.
only joking about him having to start over.
Yep.
We can roll to see if he broke his concentration on it and has to start that 10-minute cast back over. He's right at the 9-minute mark. He's about to get the 10 minutes, and also is like, "Hey, you gonna cast it?" Yeah, I am.
What was the rest of that incantation?
Damn it! I gotta start over again. Anyways, for flavor, I was just joking around. Okay, so after you ask him about Tiny Hut, are you doing anything else after that?
No, I'm preparing. I am. Das ist kaputt, mir tired.
Okay, Mal,
Just
what are you doing?
sitting in this corner,
Okay.
and then I look around to see if I can find Bernice, because right now I am terrified of Bart.
Bernice is nowhere in this room.
Didn't care about what?
She's terrified of a dust man.
Did I see Bernice like leave the room or anything?
Roll a perception.
Okay, one
We'll see if you notice her, depending on what your roll is.
You left the room altogether? Or you just went out in the hall?
Yeah.
Avoiding the conversation of
Dang,
Opening the
I'm
tomb.
scared. I'm trying to stay away
Yeah,
from Bart as possible.
You didn't notice where Bernice went to.
That's surprising. Okay, well, I go over to Bertram. I say, hey, do you know where Bernice went?
I didn't see her do anything. Where'd she go?
Probably.
Can you tell me where she went?
You just did this.
Okay, thank you.
Once we're at where Bart is.
Yeah, because she had to walk right by him.
Yeah. She's not very quiet, but Mal,
Did not hear.
running off into a corner real fast or something, didn't see where she went. Plus, Thorin's also really loud as well, so
Play the tuba, of course I am.
it sounds terrible. as the tuba itself, the bell has been dented and parts of it are flattened upwards, and
Man.
some of the tubing itself has dents all in it.
Well,
One of the
fun while it
keys,
lasts, guys. I drop it.
one of the keys is busted. It's bent over, so you can no longer play with that key. You only got 2 little keys that you can play with.
Dang.
Uh,
You're one of those
It-
kids
it's-
who have
it's
Just
looking-
throw it around.
Oh, thank Valkuna.
that tuba that you have
Come on,
is
I knew you
looking,
liked it.
looking kind of rough. It's looking kind of rough.
Animate dead.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's fun while it lasts, and I take the tuba off, and I press to
Animate
set
dead.
it
Just
down.
fuck with already.
Well, if you're going to sleep, you're definitely going to have to take it off.
I could probably wake up in a
Yeah.
question mark position.
I'm just saying, if you want a good night's sleep, because technically I can force you to only have a short rest during a
Yeah.
long rest if you're sleeping uncomfortably. So that's what I'm saying. If you took the
Yeah,
tuba
I'm
off,
taking-
that's a great thing.
I'm taking the tuba off, but I'm also leaving it right there.
Gotcha. Now, I don't penalize you guys for wearing armor when you take a long rest, but there are stuff that will make you take penalties. Like I said, like you take a long rest, but you still gain a point of exhaustion because you wore heavy armor throughout your sleep. But I don't penalize my group that way. But I have been thinking about switching over to the actual game rules, where I believe, if I remember right, last time we looked at them, during a long rest, you only gain back half of your hit point dice that you used versus full hit point dice. So if you have 8 and you used 4, you only get 2 back. Now, I believe that's in the main game rules. I play it where you guys get them all back anyways. But I was thinking about switching over to that, since you guys are still, as a large group, pretty much can handle a lot of things pretty easily. So, but that's up in the air. We'll continue moving on. So you guys are taking your long rest as Bart shuts the door, plops himself down, and begins to stay guard. Bart, are you standing watch for a couple hours then before you fall asleep, or are you just going to sit right there and fall asleep?
I'm gonna stay up for a bit.
Okay.
See what's happening.
All right. So you stay up for a little bit. Peter, you finished casting Tiny Dome or Hut, and it bubbles up. I know why you positioned it right there for probably 2 reasons. One, it's an open, large area. Plus, you put it right up against the door.
I guess it did.
Yeah.
I was just doing it for the open large area.
Yeah. Luckily, you can choose who can come through and who can't come through. Do they have to be in the bubble when you first do that? Or
No.
okay, I can't remember that one. So you, Bernnice and Mal can come back through it. But you guys, when you get done with whatever you two are doing in the hallway, you do notice that a shimmering dome has appeared, and you can see Peter sitting in the middle of it, probably beginning to bed down for
So
the
this is right in the center
night.
there where Peter is.
Yes. And I forget how big this dome is.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
Is it a 30?
No, I think it's only 10, right?
10.
Yeah. The inside's different though, right?
Well, he can
No.
control the elemental
Yeah.
environment of the inside. He can make it warm. He can make it cold.
I can
he
make
can
it-
also tint the dome to make it pretty much black, to where nobody can see inside, but you guys can see out.
I can also dim the light on the inside.
Yeah, he can also make it bright inside or not.
Well, Bertram's seeing this. And knowing this thing from before. I'm gonna hang out with here for
You know, that's the only size ring I don't have, which it's would be what, 20 foot around. That's about the only size I don't have. So let's
where did that come from?
draw a circle here. Real fast. I just want to get a dome shape going so we can kind of see how big it is. So you said the radius is 20. This is a 10-foot diameter, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, ignore my pings on the map, guys. Every time I try to move, make the circle bigger, it pings.
Is that
And
a
whenever I grab anything.
player's handbook spell?
Because it can only be cast by this one cleric. I wonder if it's
It's a hungry thing. It's like
Okay. That should be it right there.
okay.
There's your dome.
it's a hungry thing.
Yeah.
So Thoron, you find yourself in it. Bertram, you found yourself in it. Peter, of course, you're in it. Mal and Bernnice, you guys can move yourself wherever you want when you get done. So for right now, it sounds like Bertram or Bart is the only one that looks like he's staying up as everybody's bedding down for a long rest. Bart, as you're awake during this whole thing, you see the fire that was of the tapestry. It went up fairly quickly, but you can see that it's finally dimmed down. The smoke, whatnot, that's coming off of it seems to be slowly stopping. You see the rest of your party members are starting to fall asleep as you're now been awake for just under 2 hours staying guard. You're having some troubles staying awake, especially since you feel like a brief mildish tremor underneath you, but it goes away quickly. I mean, you see a little bit of the stones from the statues kind of roll off. If they were stacked on top of each other, kind of roll down a little bit. It doesn't seem like it bothered any of the other party members who seem to be asleep, but it did keep you kind of a little bit of awake. But it happened within about an hour of everybody going to sleep, an hour into your watch.
You guys stayed out in the hallway out there?
Mm-hmm.
You and Mal are in the hallway?
Yep.
Yeah, Bart, you're scary.
And but after an hour going into your 2 hour little watch, nothing else seems to be happening to where you slowly begin to drift off. So, Bart, we meet again.
Hello? Victor?
Yes,
Good to hear from you.
yes, indeed. It looks like you had a little bit of trouble right there, my friend.
We had a lot of bit of trouble.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Somebody released the demons.
Oh, somebody would have done it sooner or later.
Didn't have to be us.
This though, it's quite all right. You came out on top.
Barely.
Yeah, but you're still alive.
Barely.
Yeah. So, why do you care about this king? What did this king do for you? He's not a part of your clan.
This has nothing to do about him being king. This is a dwarven king.
So?
I respect dwarves.
Ah. You respect him enough, but you yet leave your own clan and go with your sister.
That wasn't really an option.
I wasn't really. Everything's an option. It was an option. You may not see it as
It
an
was
option.
her option to follow an elven goddess. But my father commanded me to leave with her.
Oh, so you're saying you were forced out?
She was forced out. My father commanded me to go with her.
Well,
I do everything I can every day to convert her back, but
now this happens in your head.
Yeah.
By the way, you're kind of asleep.
sure.
In your head, while you're having this conversation, you're in this room,
Yeah.
but you're not. You're actually in the tomb room. Like that image of the tomb comes up. You see Victor standing there off to the side. He's just kind of rubbing his hand along the side of the tomb. Everything else while you guys are having this conversation, just to kind of get you an idea. And you see him in the image, just kind of with no effort at all, just kind of lift up the lid
What are you doing?
and flip it over. He goes, "What? He's already dead. You don't need this."
I go immediately try to put the lid back on.
As soon as you step up there, you catch an image of the body that's in there, and it's you
I'm the king.
inside the sarcophagus.
The Thorn is the king.
It's of you in the sarcophagus. And the lid is starting to close. Your vision now, you're laying there on your back,
Yeah.
facing up. As he goes, "It'll be all right. You'll wake up. You'll feel good as new."
No.
As it closes. You wake up in a cold sweat. You get a long rest. This is after your long rest. You wake up kind of doing a little bit of a...
Yeah. I'll check the door just to see.
You're right where you left off. And unless anybody during that whole rest snuck off to try to get in that room,
It's in the way.
nobody? Okay.
It's not strong enough.
All right. Nobody touched the door. The door is closed.
Which I find weird because I was in the room and then realized it was just Victor messing with me.
Yep. You get no response from Victor if you're asking.
No, I wake up in a cold
Okay.
sweat and just
Yeah. So, you guys finish your long rest, so make sure you click on there, long rest. Go ahead and take it. And I am going to go ahead and move the dome off of here. Put it off to the side here. I have many domes, many circles. This circle is Peter's circle. So, what do you guys do?
take another long rest.
Rest. I'm gonna go in and pay my respects to each of the dwarven gods. And then, whoa, what happened? My thing just went kapits.
Just refresh it.
There it is.
3 out of 4 of the statues are in rubble on the floor. And the one statue is still up, standing with about, like I said, a ½ inch to an inch crack in it.
See, I'm a nice one here.
Where are you at?
Hiding
the
from
hall?
you.
I'm gonna
He's hiding,
what am I
right?
gonna do?
She can't see. Can you see my character?
Yes.
So it's this statue over here, right? That's the one.
I want to. Mal's not in the room. I don't see her.
The
I'm
one you're
going
at
to-
currently, yes, this one right here is the one that's not on the floor.
Okay.
I'm going to drop both my hunting traps and activate them. Right in here.
Okay, so you're going to open up the door because it's closed.
Right here, I mean. This is a door here?
Yeah.
Right here?
No, right where you're standing at is a
Right in
door.
front of you, in the tomb. The tomb
Is this illusionary or wait? It wasn't illusionary. It was just
Illusionary wall is between you and Priqrin right now. That's where the illusionary wall was. Where you're standing is where the secret door is. That is closed currently.
Never mind.
now.
I mean, technically, I mean, you should be able to see some sort of like sliver of light going into that room. Do you not?
This room? Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, you see. I mean,
I see where the door would be at.
Yeah, you see a little sliver of this right here, right?
I can see all the way up to
Okay,
here.
so let me point at this. Let me do this for you, because the door is closed. I was leaving it open for you guys, but let me do this if this will help you out.
Where's Mal? Is that a door there, or is that just open?
There,
Yeah, thank you.
lighting should have went away
Yeah.
for you,
Door.
and because the door is closed, so
No, I opened.
I'm just gonna meet up with the party. I thought the door was open.
no, the door's closed. You'd have to open it back up, but Bart closed the door.
That's good.
Okay,
Where's Mal? Can I see Mal? Is that a door between us and?
it's a door, but it should be open.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
can see her.
yeah, and she should have light.
Mal.
Bernnice
pretty sure-
opened it all the way up. Then.
Pretty sure I opened that door up for you guys.
Yeah, it's
Can
open.
I borrow something from you, please?
Such as.
What?
Such as.
Can I borrow your broom for a minute?
Why?
I need to use it.
For what reason?
Please let me use it.
Tell me the reason. And then I'll let you borrow the broom.
I need it. I need to use it.
You're not telling me why you need a broom? Are you hearing things? Did you hear something that told you you need a broom?
I'm not tall enough to go to the top of that statue. I want to go look it in the eye.
What statue?
The statue where I'm in front of.
I guess.
Oh, the one that wasn't completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I did not destroy.
Mhm.
I didn't destroy any of the other ones.
There's Marsh.
Bark.
Wow. Okay. I mean, are you rolling to see how he's if
Yes. It was almost an 18.
I sounds truthful.
I only want to borrow it for a bit.
You'll give it back.
I will give it back
I promise.
when I'm done using it.
You pinky promise. Can't break a pinky
Well-
promise.
Or dwarven tiny thing.
Okay, so pinky promise.
Pinky promise, I'll give it
Okay,
back.
if you break the pinky promise, I break you.
She was 5 seconds ago. She was afraid of Bart.
Yeah.
5 seconds ago, she was also friends with Bertram.
That's right.
We don't know how that's doing right now.
Visit a shrink and
Do not appreciate us for saving her the first time we met.
What?
Says she does not appreciate the fact that we saved her the first time we met.
So, may I borrow your broom?
I
Or
guess.
our broom, but you keep it.
No one's taking it away from me.
I grab the broom. And this statue's down over here.
Yeah.
And I start using it to fucking sweep up the mess that she made.
Okay.
Holy shit, I've never seen that being used as an actual broom.
You're able to sweep up a lot of the smaller debris, but the larger chunks
Yeah.
don't really move very well.
I just pick those up and the ones that I could move. Try to just get everything into it. At least a tiny bit.
Okay.
Sure.
How much time are you putting into this?
Well, everybody's jacking around. This is what I'm doing.
I will help him.
Right, but I just need to know how much time are you putting into this?
It's more to show Mal that I'm not happy with this. So the whole time I'm brooming, I'm
Okay.
Glaring at
So are you doing this to all three of the statues?
yeah,
Yeah?
tidying up as best I can.
You spent about a couple hours
Okay.
I'm tired of being
doing
in
this.
room.
It took a little bit longer for the other two statues that had collapsed the tapestry and stuff like that on there. And the ash and soot from the tapestry that was there, it just kind of kept smearing around. So it took a little bit to clear that off. Not yet.
Let's go out the big door.
You know who actually made this problem worse?
But you
By
guys,
hitting the demon.
You want me to
Even
change
with-
what
with
dwarf I'm
the-
doing it to?
You can do it more than one.
Yeah. As long as I have second level spell slots, I can do it.
even with the help of Bernnice, it still took you a couple hours to clean up.
You watched us clean this up. Bertram watched.
That helps.
No,
Bertram may have even. There's one over there. There's a piece there. You missed it.
sounds about right.
And so there's an open pit in this hallway too, right?
Yes, you guys left it open.
Yeah. So are we ready to go?
Yes, let's get out of here.
Are we getting out of here?
Yes.
Okay. The door in the hallway, the big
Okay.
door,
You're
I would like for
questioning.
you.
So,
The one on the north of the pit there.
so that one, right?
No, there's another one.
This one.
Ah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, the hallway.
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
one.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. So we're leaving.
Yep.
Yes.
So Bart gets on the broom and flies across. Because he still has it. And he doesn't want to deal with that pit.
Hey, send the broom back across.
Oh, yeah. And then
It's only a 10-foot gap. Yes, you can just
I jumped
pass the thing, but you guys should be able to clear a 10
I
foot.
actually send it back to Mal. I'm all done now.
And with
Thanks.
the interception.
Well, Bernice could grab it and fly over if she wanted to.
I'll be good. I'll just jump over.
But I just want to clarify, you guys can jump over this. I think 10 foot is what you guys can easily clear. If it's beyond that, I think then you're going to have to make you roll a dex check or something like that. I have to look at the jumping. It's been a while since we used a jumping thing, but I'm pretty sure
I think it was standard. was
Pretty
like
sure 10 feet.
10 feet was standard, I think.
you guys can clear, because I thought it was like half your movement speed rounded down or something that you guys can jump or whatever. I don't know. I'll look at it later. That way I remember again. Anywho, go ahead and move yourselves to where you want to be. All right, and you pretty much shut this door, is what you're shutting.
Yes. And then I'm going to cast Arcane Lock.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Cool.
What are you doing, Brian?
All right. Once again, you guys find yourselves in the second tomb area.
The false tomb. Not the real tomb.
And again, you see that this tomb has a 10-foot high vaulted ceiling. This tomb, or this sarcophagus, is a black marble that's flaked with gold strands. And the lid doesn't have a name on it, but it is carved in a likeness of the Dwarf King,
The one we just saw.
the one you kind of just saw. Again, also in this room, 10 glittering panels that are set into the west, south, and east walls Each panel is a 6 foot tall, 3 foot wide, 1 inch thick rectangular golden crystal, carved with the bas relief of an image of a dwarf clutching a battle axe. The battle axe itself is crystal.
We're practicing for a battle axe.
But anyways, it's golden crystal, so the whole thing is golden crystal, not just the battle axes. Everything is. But anyways, that's what you see in this room when you guys enter back into this room. As a reminder, it's been a couple of sessions since you guys have been in this room. So,
Well, let's move through here.
oh, it's the false.
Slowly and methodically, right?
I'm surprised you guys go. Let's open this one. I mean, obviously, it's not an actual tomb. Let's just open this. Never mind.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Carry on.
Hopefully, all the lighting in this room is actually showing up for you guys. Is it?
I don't know. Let's move Bertram in and see.
Which way did we come from again? I think it was over here, right?
Yeah, we came from.
Oh, up
Yeah,
here.
you
Up
came
here.
from that south,
South,
southeast.
Yeah.
You guys came from the southeast area. So once again, you're back in this room here, and again, you see in this room as you walk in the light, of course, shining in here as the 6 glowing court pillars of this room glow with bright light. You do see the rusted helms, shields, armor fragments, and weapons that clutter the floor or cover the floor. It is kind of hard to step around because, again, it's sharp objects that are just laying around, sharp metals and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to get around. And again, once again, you see the broken sarcophagus that's up in the northern area, slightly shoveled back together a little bit from what somebody did earlier. And again, once again, you see the description in Dwarvish that reads above it, "Our king is with the gods. Here lie his bones." So, you got 2 passages. Technically, you got 3 passages you can go from in here. You can go back the way you came from, which is the southeast corridor. Is where you guys came from. Which
You wanna
is
just go north?
which is
Yeah.
right here.
Which one,
Yeah.
north right or north left?
So
Go north left.
northwest
Left? Alright.
or northeast.
Oh, that's way too much movement.
Northeast. Northwest.
Well,
sorry.
northwest. Okay.
Or
North
east.
left.
North left.
All right. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here just to watch you guys on the map.
Hey, is there an update?
Is that a,
Sees that this turns.
yes? You describe what you see. I mean, I'll let you know if there's anything different in the hallway.
This long hallway turns left. Nothing I see in there.
Turns right.
Or turns right. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go.
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
Go ahead and move yourself down to the corner.
You know, turn to the corner and just peek around.
Okay.
How many charges that one have?
The secret door wand.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 a day.
Do you need to roll charges for that wand? You need to look. I think it's a D4 plus something.
This
Could use quite a bit of
hallway
charges.
I can see
One out.
turns to the left.
Oh, the distraction!
So you see down there too, then, right? Dark vision.
All the way to here.
Yeah.
Now, this hallway that you guys are currently peering down looks awfully familiar. Now, on your map, on your screens, because we hadn't turned on dynamic lighting, it's not. It probably wasn't lit up. But you guys have been down this hallway before once. Now, if you go further down the hallway, you'll recognize it as soon as you go down the hallway.
Well, we'll go down the hallway.
Hey, look, there's the arches. Holy shit, you're fast for a dwarf.
12 seconds, I moved that far.
No, that's fair.
Yes, if you notice, I added a arch to the map. That is the archway that you guys took to get back to the 6th floor.
Oh.
In fact, all the archways I have marked on the map with that symbol.
So
Sweet.
that goes where?
That is the archway you guys took from another floor to get back down here to the 6th.
Oh. That came from the second.
Yes.
Just
I
to
think
give
it's
you
second.
a quick reference on the arch itself, you see embedded in the south wall is an archway with 6 shallow, empty notches carved into it. The wall inside the arch is carved with a stylized image of a mountain with a sun over it.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh.
But according to this, you guys believe went through this arch. Level 4 is where you went through it.
Oh, 4.
Yes. So yeah,
Well, you want to no home and
you
call it a
see,
day?
which I'm pretty sure you guys did open this up.
Was it sabbatical?
But
Just
this one
Take
actually
vacation.
may be a
Just take
little
vacation.
bit different now
I
that
don't
I'm
remember
looking at
coming
it.
through this one. I remember
No.
there's a portal to the 5th into the weapons room. That's on this floor, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, you guys came down this one because on the other side of this one, this is the portal you guys took.
Yeah.
But the other one, to open up the portal, its counterpart portal on 4th floor, you had several figures.
Oh, yeah.
So carved into the arch are 6 stone notches, each one containing a small stone figure that weighs 1 pound. The figure represents the figures represent a black dragon, a unicorn, an umber hulk, an owlbear, a minotaur, or a manticore. You guys figured out using the unicorn to put it into the hole, opened it up.
That's right.
This one, on the other hand, says embedded in the south wall archway, you see 6 shallow, empty notches carved into it. The wall inside the arch is carved with a stylized image of a mountain with a sun above it. It's a little bit differently, but it looks like somebody has taken all the figures that was held in this arch.
That is rude.
So unless you find that figure, you're probably not going to go back through this way. You can go back through the 4th floor, especially if you put the unicorn back. You could definitely go back through. But for this one, you would have to have that figurine that represents what the symbol is to go through it.
so turn around, guys.
Oh,
Well-
Shit, wrong one.
there's a
Well, I mean,
there. Well, I guess we could go backwards and explore the north right. We can't do north left.
Yeah.
But have we been through this door? Then we know what's up here.
I know.
technically, you guys have been through this door, yes. In this setting environment where we're at now, you guys have not been in that that doorway because I had
Open the
not
door,
opened it
guess,
up.
'cause I don't remember the door.
Well, Thoron, open the door and peek in there.
I do that. How's she say? Hello, housekeeping. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Hal?
Well, if you give me a minute here or a second, I can open that door up to where you don't have to actually go in that room.
I just do it there. Yay.
Door is opened, and there you go. Yeah, so you guys see stone couches and tray holders that occupy the northeast and southwest corners. Lying on the dusty floor beneath one of the couches, which you guys had already found, is an iron key, I believe, that you guys found.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I believe you did a quick search and you did find an iron key. Where this iron key goes to, I don't think you guys found that, but that is what you did find in this
What
room.
else is in there, Thoron?
We
You want to do a search? You want to go in there and investigate, or are you just going off of what I just described?
the room looks familiar, right?
Looks familiar, yeah.
I think we've been here. I think we just went into one big circle with extra steps.
Figures.
Figures. Do we know where those doors go?
I believe one of them. You went through.
This one.
That one, it would be the one you went through, I believe,
so we've
last
not
time.
been through these two?
No, I don't think we have.
Hey, yo. You guys want to go through one of these doors?
Let's go through the northern one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go check it out.
Check.
Thoron, you check out the north, I'll check out over here.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. To see
Oh, look, my
where-
character's knocking on the door. Being
Are
polite.
you going to open the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock and then open the door.
Okay.
This is a dwarven place. You have to be respectful.
Better be.
There you go.
Lord Held would not approve. Actually, he might get him to go. Hey, I got another archway over here, it looks like. Wait a minute.
It's like I got statue. Where's Mal?
It's right behind me.
All right. So Thorn, I'm gonna tell you this first. Go ahead and give me a perception roll if you're going to go in there.
Alright.
You rolled performance.
I'm at perception. That's a +1 for perception, so that would be 16.
Okay. Yes, you do notice the arch right there in this room, but you also notice a slot on the north wall. It has some writing right by it, like a small little placard that's right by the slot that is written in Dwarvish.
I go up to it and I try to read it.
Okay.
Hey guys, there's another arch.
You see a slot. It's about as big as a coin, if you would. The placard itself says Under Mountain Repair Fund. But you do see the arch.
And how many doors do we bust on the first floor?
So
Like
in
all
the
of them?
east.
At least.
Oh, it's supposed to be east. I put it on the west wall. It's fine. It says east wall. I didn't realize it said east wall.
East.
Who do we
It's fine. I can always move it. So you see carved in the arches, in the arch gates keystone is an image of a rust monster.
A rust.
Son of a
A
bitch.
rust monster. Yes.
Rusty Shackleford's
I
needed.
know, we've seen something like this. Just on the wall.
Yeah.
And then disintegrated his hammer.
Oh, yep. I was over there first time. Yep. So apparently there's a repair fund here.
I mean, we've broken something.
I'm inside
Yeah.
it.
Here, give that to the
Me?
fund.
So we have broken something.
Like I said,
Here?
As one.
I've messed with the mapping. I've gotten fairly good at moving stuff around now, so I've messed with the mapping. But there you go. Fixed the arch. Now it's in the right position where it should be. Anywho, They all went in there. Bart, you're actually by yourself. I'm gonna give you what your area
Yeah, I
is.
just sneak in there quietly. It's pitch black.
You, sir, are you walking in further to look
No,
around?
just right to this corner right here.
Okay. You do see 4 glowing pillars in this
Glowing?
room. They're glowing. It should be glowing. Is it not lit up for you?
Well, because yeah, I see everything.
I know. Okay.
I can't tell if it's glowing or if it's.
You can always throw Bertram in there just real quick to see if it's like I moved some tokens on different planes on this.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if it was going to light up if I didn't have it on the actual map.
Let me just trade them and just see real quick.
So yeah, if you want to see if Bertram can see in there, I'll still describe everything while you're doing that. So
Just
It's
Oh.
yeah, it's not lit for Bertram.
it is not lit.
Yeah.
Okay, so those tokens did not show up like I wanted them to. I think I put them on the, I believe I put them on the GM overlay. Is what I did. So let me. Because I don't know if I put it on the map layer, if that still gives you light or not, but I'll put it on the token layer. That should give you light.
Stretching.
Anyways. No!
What?
What just happened? Okay, I hate.
What?
I just moved the whole entire map. I don't know what happened
Did I show you that?
on me here. Swear it's got like sticky mouse controls. Okay, token. All right, put this layer token. Okay, now you should be able to see light in there when you enter the room.
Yeah, it seems different. Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I wanted to give you guys that. So now I know that the DM layer does not show light. And now I'm irritated with this torch, so I'm going to get rid of that torch and put a new one. Anywho, all right, back to what I was saying about this room, Bart. You're standing there in this room, and you see 4 glowing pillars, quartz. Now, this room gives off a vibe like it could have been living quarters,
Yeah.
but the room is completely empty. Now, you get a cold chill, though. You get a cold chill that runs down your spine. Something's a little off in this room, but you're not quite sure. It's almost like your Valkuna, your deity, is giving you
A warning.
possibly a warning. However you want to take it, but you get a kind of like a cold chill as this room is like eerie empty except for these glowing pillars. So, what do you want to do? And you do see a door. I'm pretty sure you can see a door on the other side of the room. Correct?
I do see a door.
Okay. Yeah, because I think your vision should show you this door right here.
Yeah.
And you guys see a door too in the room where you guys are at. So,
I manifest a weapon.
okay.
I'm gonna bring out a great sword this time, just for change of pace.
All right. But you're still standing right there?
Still staying right there,
Okay.
waiting for it to see if they're coming this way or they're in there doing the arch thing. Is that an arch? You haven't seen that arch?
I don't think so. No, we haven't seen this arch before, have we? What was this
Yeah,
arch again? One more time?
you guys come across an arch like this before, yes. So again, carved. Yeah, there's actually a lot of arches in this floor. Carved into the arch gates, the arch gates keystone is an image of a rust monster.
Oh, that's right. Okay, rust monster. Okay. And that's all that's in this room?
Other than a placard next to a slot that is big enough for a coin that's in Dwarvish that reads Undermountain Repair Fund.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna go up and I'm going to put a silver coin in the slot and then
Metal's metal.
Okay.
and then wait for a second to see if anything happens. And then I'm gonna walk out.
Okay, make sure you tick off a silver.
Yep.
What you heard, you hear the rolling of the coin on stone as you hear it kind of go tink, 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 and just kind of fade off.
And then I look around to see if my brother had followed us in here, and
With a 14, would I hear it land?
since I don't see him, I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna go find
Here's a
him.
coin land.
Yeah.
No, you do not hear it hit any. You hear it sounds like it's rolling off and being going
Yours right
faint,
there?
but you
Yes,
never
right,
hear
right
it
there.
like
Oh, okay.
stop. It just sounds like it gets fainter.
I thought you were still over
Thief
here.
proof. That's cool.
I thought you were still over
I
in
had
this
I had
room.
a 2 copper.
Okay.
Okay, you
Who
hear
says a snake couldn't fit through that?
you hear
But can you get back up?
you hear ting 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 as it just
Oh,
fades
wait,
off.
1 silver instead, because I don't have two.
Okay, then you hear what I just
Yeah,
said,
but it's silver.
single.
It's silver accent.
ting 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 ting.
Boing, 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 boing.
No, that would be your wooden coins
Yes.
that do the boing boing boing. Anyways, so that's what you guys see in this room. What are you doing?
Do we want to go further, or do we want to backtrack, or do we want to check out Barty? What's in the other room? How many more questions can I run
nothing
together?
good.
Nothing good. This whole floor is
Little,
nothing good.
There's a door I didn't go through, but I also got a massive bad feeling about that.
You want to open it?
Okay, do we just want to go through this other door then? Because we want to just stay
So,
away from the
what
bad
is,
feeling room.
What is this pictures mean for the rust guy
What?
What?
on this arch?
If I have to have a rust monster and show the rust monster the arch, I don't know. Who
Right. You're
knows?
just gonna haul around a rust monster?
Exactly. I don't know. Who knows?
Or it's what the last one that had a red
Wait, the
one.
rust monster was the one that I lost my
Exactly. You
hammer
pound
to.
a
Oh.
metal thing,
Yeah.
you touch it, and then it could disintegrate.
That's right.
Disintegrate.
Yes.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Jeez. Does that mean I was still playing at the time?
I think it was the
Right,
first
it was
floor.
starting middle school instead of high school.
Oh my
It's
god.
been a minute since that happened.
Been a while.
Since I'm
But yeah, it's
So it goes up to like the second floor. Or the first floor, or the second floor.
That's if that one leads up to that one. It says this one doesn't go further
I
down.
think that the things match though, right?
Yeah, they
Rust
should
monster,
match.
Rust monster,
Yeah.
although it could be elevator 1 to elevator 2.
Is it like Willy
one to
Wonka's
6
elevator?
and then 6 to...
What's Willy Wonka?
Who's your scimitar one? 2
No. You put your scimitar on. You can conjure as many as you want.
And mine's not metal.
That's true.
Well, it used to be.
One use for the hunting trap.
Giant greatsword right
One use for the hunting trap.
now. Instead of a
Anybody
maul.
that goes through the fucking portal.
What?
The hunting traps. Anybody that goes to the portal.
Oh my god. Jeez.
No, but if this does lead up to the first floor or
Get
second,
snared by a bear
then we
trap
can
when you
get
go
out.
through.
Two bear traps, one for each leg.
And just retire.
Sure.
Just call it a day.
I'm tying the bear traps together and making a nunchucks.
All right, what do we want to do? Do we want to go through the chill room or do we want to go north through the door?
Well, we haven't found out what this thing does.
Hey, what was in that other room? You
I don't know. I
wanna go
walked
through?
in
Don't
And
we have
got a-
other things in
and got a note and turned around.
Do we have
Hey, let me take a look at
extra
it.
swords
I'm not
and
gonna open
stuff
anything.
in
I'm just
the
gonna
bag of
just
holding?
gonna feel things out.
Don't we have like an extra sword or
What kind of
stuff?
sword?
Anything metal
In the bag of
in
holding.
the bag
Oh.
of holding?
What about a silver
Hold on.
piece? Will a silver piece, if I hold it up, do you think that will work? I'm gonna hold a silver piece up to the arch.
You guys coming?
You're going to the scary room?
So my question is, would this be considered ferrous metal?
What is?
Silver?
That coin? You're trying to hold the coin up to the arch, right?
Metal, gold, silver, copper. Those are all ferrous metals. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only gives me an example, but the only example it gives me is like a iron spike.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm just making sure that this counts as that description.
What'd you put up there? Copper?
Silver.
So it's like FERROUS.
That's ferrous.
Ferris.
I'm
I
pretty
don't.
sure I have an
think.
iron.
I don't think silver rusts.
Yeah.
So that would work.
Non-ferrous metals include gold, silver, platinum.
Yeah. So
cobalt,
nothing happens when you put that up there.
Do we
Sorry.
have anything
No,
in the
it's
bag?
okay.
I'm not that uneducated. It's just I don't ever use that word. So
Sorry.
We were just talking about
Copper?
it
Well,
Friday.
I had to think about it because
Ferrous is magnetic. You can
about-
turn it into magnets.
gold.
No, you can't make gold. I knew
so
that.
like iron. I think aluminum, rust, iron,
Yeah. Copper,
steel.
Oh,
silver,
copper?
gold are all non-ferrous.
But they're
I
also
have an
they're-
entire folder for this.
So your precious, I think, precious metals then wouldn't really count, which would be like your platinum, silver,
Yep.
gold.
Tin, titanium, zinc, copper, brass, bronze. All of those are
My head.
non-ferrous.
So,
Well, do we have any like?
anyways,
pretty
you
sure my
are you
favorite's
going? You
titanium.
said you're going to
I'm
that
waiting
room.
for them, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna check this out. You guys want to come with me?" I don't want to separate the party. Every time we do that,
Well,
I'm not going into the note room.
I,
you
I
just have to
gonna
stand in the
note me
doorway.
out.
You just gotta stand in the
I'm
doorway.
standing at the door. I'll watch you.
Okay. I just want to check something out.
Don't you have the bag of holding?
Yes.
Copper's
Is
still
there any
oxidizes
like,
though,
extra
right?
like
Okay.
weapons?
you
Yeah,
feel,
it turns green.
Do you
Yeah.
have
It says non-ferrous metals include aluminum, copper, lead, zinc.
but
I know my old
copper
cinemars.
will turn green, but I don't think it.
It doesn't rust through.
The older ones that were actually made out of steel at one point, which are the rare and more
Yeah.
expensive pennies,
Yeah.
those would rust, but I don't think pennies themselves would rust.
Well,
You,
I know that copper oxidizes.
Yeah, it oxidizes,
yeah.
but either way.
According to Mal, her old scimitar's in the bag of holding, so I'm going to see if I can grab
right.
her old scimitar.
I'll get to that in just a second
Okay,
as
that's
you pull it out. So Thorn, walk into this room, starting from the door to where you're at, you felt a slight cold tingle down your spine, but it increases as you get closer to the middle of the room.
Now, I shall use detection of evil and good. 30-foot radius.
You sense nothing.
Since nothing. Oh, look at that spell slot just.
But
But
you
it's for
sense
10
nothing.
minutes. It's around. It stays on me for 10 minutes.
Usually divine.
Divine won't go through walls. This does. It's the same thing.
This is an open room, though, right? Oh, you were outside the room?
Well, he went inside the room. You don't see it because he moved in.
Yeah.
I can see everything, and so can chat. Anyways, so you pull out the scimitar.
Yeah.
Mal's old scimitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a nice steel blade on it. Pretty decent and decorative looking guard with a nice worn leather grip. What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna hold it up to the rust monster.
Okay, you
icon.
hold it up and you touch the rust monster with the sword.
Yeah.
As you do, you watch it as it begins to rust and turn to dust all the way to the guard on that sword.
Now this is a
You
massive.
now have a handle and guard. As it disappears, the portal opens.
Hey yo! Now saves the day. I'm speaking to that. Well, it was old anyways. Now I put it on a shelf. It says Mal's first scimitar.
You got 1 minute. What are you doing?
Should I stick my head through and take a peek?
No, step through because why
Step
not?
through it all together. I don't know what's going on. So.
Do you have a medal to come back?
I don't know. What do I have in the thing?
45 seconds.
Shoot, you know what? I will walk up there to Bernnice, and I walk through it.
Okay.
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 It's my scimitar. I
Cool.
would.
Now shut the door.
No. No.
Mal vanishes.
You said you were going to keep an eye on me. How are you supposed to do
Puts
it
a
now?
non-ferrous item up to it, turns it off. We would never,
I know.
because I
Can we
can't see.
communicate through the door if we say, "Hey, Mal"?
You hear nothing on the other side. You go through and you find yourself in a familiar area.
Massive, it's been splitting apart.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out. I kind of remember where it is, but I got to figure out exactly where it is. So give me just a sec. Let's see here. You guys were in room 24. It's almost easier for me to do this. Oh, oops. There we go. Uh, 20 C. Where was 20?
Shit. I did not expect
20 C. Ah, okay. You appear in a small room area. Almost looks like a hallway.
Okay.
And I need you to roll me a D20, please. I'm pretty sure. Did you already use your last? Did your last rune go off of you? What was your last rune that you had?
It was called. Oh, it was the damage one where I can get rid of 10d6 damage.
Does it last? Have a time limit?
Yes.
What's-
I'm pretty sure it's already over. It says 24 hours.
It's gone. What was the name of it?
Lamb math.
You notice that it begins to fade,
Mm-hmm.
or actually, you notice that's gone. All of a sudden, it comes right back.
Hey, yo, let's go.
What is it?
Lamb math.
Lemoneth.
Lemeth?
Elder Rune of security. You rolled even, which allows you to get the boon side. So you again, once again, within the next 24 hours, you can use a reaction to reduce damage you take from one source by 10 die 6,
Oh,
That's
nice.
so.
which could have probably helped you in the demon
Jesus.
area.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, I still need to use mine. But I've got mine.
You can go down.
I think I went up.
No, I'm talking about in the demon room.
Oh. No, I don't think she did.
Mal, did I do anything on your screen?
I still see everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to refresh.
No, right there.
Oh.
You can see part 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, there you go. All right, sorry. Anywho, you got about 30 seconds left. What are you doing?
Do I know
What is everybody else doing too?
I'm just waiting for her to come back through.
Okay.
Hopefully she does.
I peek my head back there. It's like, hey, Bernice.
As soon as you touch that portal, you get sucked to the other side.
Say, Bernice, come on.
Where's it
I don't know where I
go?
am because
20
it's-
seconds.
Let's go. I go back through.
Come on, no, come this way. Come on. No.
Are you rolling to keep her from
Yeah.
going in?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a quick initiative roll.
Oh, initiative?
Yes, it's to see who reacts first.
Probably her. I got 7.
You got 7. What'd you get, Mal?
Oh,
Well, she's
4. You react first.
okay.
So from this, it's going to be your strength.
Okay.
So athletics versus your acrobatics. So roll if you want to get away. If you don't want to get away, she'll stop you from going through.
Athletics?
Yes.
15.
You know what? Just to find out.
Okay, you got to beat a 15 acrobatics, or yeah, you need to beat a 15
Dang.
dex.
It was
Nice.
either going to be a 9 or a 6.
She holds you up just enough that the portal itself goes away.
Now we'll never know where it went.
It looks familiar.
Did it look
It
familiar?
looks familiar, but guess what? I don't have a map,
Okay.
and Mary
Well,
had all the stupid maps.
I'm pretty sure
Well-
those are the second level.
as long as... Yeah. As long as it... As long as it feels familiar.
Who's saying this?
Bart.
Bart is.
Because Bart destroyed his warhammer in the rust monster in the second floor.
So, my question to you: would you like to roll maybe a quick history check just to see if you recall for sure, or for me to confirm that for you?
It's got a room deck.
Oh yeah, it takes you to the second floor.
Yeah.
So this portal takes you back up to the second floor.
Yeah.
And so Bart had his warhammer, and we melted off the head of his warhammer, and then we tried to go through it and clonk because we couldn't because we weren't strong enough to come to where this comes from.
I was.
So
Okay.
you're mad because you lost your warhammer, and then you went head first into the wall.
So, what do you?
Bart just had bad days.
So what do you guys
Bart's
doing?
had many bad days since then. Okay.
So what's going
Now
on?
that we know it goes to the second floor, are you happy?
We
By the way, as you leave, or as you head towards that door, that cold chill that you felt, Thoron, kind of dies down a little bit, but you still get kind of that cold chill running down your spine.
Well,
We should probably go figure out where Thorn went.
I've been keeping an eye on him. He hasn't come back out.
Thorn
He hasn't come back out.
I'm looking at everything
Yeah.
around surrounding areas.
Give me a perception check.
I did 16.
Okay. You don't really notice anything. Again, this almost looks like a living quarters, or could be used as a living type quarters. But you notice that chill gets stronger towards the middle and fades away as you go further away from the middle.
Someone die in the middle of the room?
It's
Yeah, we broke open one of the tombs.
I did not. So Bernnice did.
And you said roll a 16?
wow.
Yeah, I rolled 16.
Okay.
I tried.
Now you can follow up with an investigation check if you're trying to if you're now trying to investigate around where that cold spot was.
Hey, another 16.
But you are a dwarf, so this is fairly easy for you. As you start now paying more attention to the floor, you notice one of the tiles in this room seems loose and can be pried up fairly easily.
Should I pry into this situation?
I know. There could be many things underneath.
I'm gonna go straight to the door and look over at Chip's like, I found something. There's a little.
Bart trudges over.
Do you shove? Get the fuck out of my way.
And Yeah.
Right
the
here. Look at the
shield,
floor.
15. Did that shield come back?
Oh yeah, as soon as you enter that room, you feel it. It's not as strong as it was where you were earlier in that room,
Yeah.
but you do feel a slight chill down your spine.
I asked Thorn to show me the.
You say it was like right here.
Pick the middle-ish of the room.
All right. I stand right beside it and I point to it.
And so it looks like a floor tile that's.
As both dwarfs get closer, you guys feel a stronger chill down your spine. And you notice the tile does appear to be loose.
What do I got? Is there a good sized gap that a sword would fit into?
Yeah, I mean, you can however you want to pry it
I'm
open.
gonna use
Sure.
I'll use my great sword too.
Okay.
Thorn, are you on board with this?
Yeah, let's get everybody in here before we do this,
Bernnice.
though.
God. I don't want to go in the nope room.
Other than a chill, why would we be doing this?
It's for the rush.
Okay.
The
Just move everybody into that room. Who's gonna go?
Mal, come open this.
Ooh. Why is it cold in here?
What?
Why is
And
it cold in
each
here?
and every one of you do feel that chill run down your spine as you enter this room.
Don't
It feels
like it.
nice.
So, what are you doing?
Oh, Bertram got to catch it.
I look at Mal and I said, do you see anything odd about this tile right here?
I don't know. Let's find out. Perception?
Bart kind of has his sword wedged in there.
Yeah, why is Bart's sword in the tile?
Oh, that's all you notice?
I don't know.
What else? Is there any markings on the walls or?
No. Otherwise, this room is pretty much stripped. Nothing in there except for the quartz and that little chill and now that loose tile that you guys found.
If you do this, I'm ready to dodge.
I'm readying a dodge. You do this as well.
So is this like floor tile like jacked up a little bit or?
It was just loose. He happened to notice it because since you guys are dwarves and you
Yeah.
got that stone cutting, you notice imperfections, and he happened to notice the DC was way lower for him when he rolled.
Yeah.
And for you, since he pointed out, can notice it as well that it just seems to be loose. Like,
Should we do it the opposite way and hammer that son of a bitch back in?
No, I want to see what's under it. What's causing it to be so cold in this room?
You want to open it?
Well, here it has a sword in it.
Hey, Bertram.
Let's see how wise I am on this. No.
Oh.
Oh, so you're opening it,
Yeah.
aren't you?
okay. Easy enough, you pry down on your sword and lift up the tile. As you lift up the tile, you notice a small little box underneath it. Somebody looked like they dug out dirt and put a small little box there.
Does it look like any box we've seen before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't need
Like a
that
small
one.
coffer box, like coin coffer.
Oh, yeah.
And it is.
Oh.
I'm ready to open it.
I picked the
Thorn?
box up.
Oh,
Shit, this is Mal perfectly too. I'm, and she goes.
Yep.
You want
So,
to
yep.
you want to snatch that
Yeah.
box? Okay, you picked it up. It's no longer in the hole.
Is it cold?
No, you definitely get a stronger cold sensation running down your
There's
spine.
a dead person in this box.
There's a yeah. And we're here today for Mal's
oh, never
unboxing.
mind. She showed it to us. I thought she was like, no.
No,
What
That's why we're
could a gnome fit in this box?
No, but which spirits could?
I thought she returned that.
That's Do
Who
you
says
think there's only one on the
that
planet?
many hags?
I didn't think of that. What if I shake the box?
It rattles.
Oh.
I'll open it.
No. There's a bone in here, I think. It's like Christmas morning.
A ring or a brooch, a piece of
Okay. I face the wall and open it at the wall, just in case.
Quite a good idea.
It's locked.
Hey, yo, got a key?
I got some pigs.
What was that
Bertram.
iron key that we
We
found?
do have an iron key in the bag of holding.
Is that the one that we found in that room?
See if it
I'm so
works.
glad we didn't use that to
Yeah,
open
the iron
the
key.
door.
Iron key. Here you go.
Thank you. I look at the key and I look at the box.
2 different locks.
Damn it.
Wrong key.
All right.
Bertram will look at the lock and see if it's pickable.
Certainly is.
You,
You don't even have to roll for that. Bertram,
last time Bertram
are you proficient with lock picks and picking?
Yep.
You can tell that anything that has a lock can be
Shit.
picked.
Arcane check, see if there's magic coming from it.
Are you proficient with Arcana?
No, it's just.
Then that check for me does not work for you.
Can you check this?
But
Can you check
Wow.
this?
On Arcana,
Bertram starts taking
I only
hours.
allow people who are
Wait.
proficient with Arcana to roll Arcana.
Bertram?
It
you're my
is
friend.
is my
I want you to
flavoring.
Okay.
Even though
Just
you try to
because,
take so
even though
many
you can cast spells, you get a
As
divine
you're
being
saying.
who
Well,
gives you the powers to do it. Where he has studied,
That's
he
fair.
has studied the magical arts. So that's why when it comes to Arcana checks, I allow him to do it.
Bertram!
Anyways,
You jerk!
Wow.
Inside?
okay, so you're holding this.
Yes.
And
I-
Bertram comes up because you're facing the wall, comes up and is like, oh, he can pick it, pulls out his picks. And
No,
just-
and then I do this.
oh, you're kidding.
No, I don't. I'm just.
I told Bertram I was his friend, and then he does this.
Okay, so he was only joking.
Just joking. But yeah, I got both my picks. I go, I can try.
Wait a second. Let him check it, just in case.
We all got chills, and we're just going against all of our intuition.
Yep.
27.
It's not magically locked, no magical traps, if that's what you're looking for.
Okay, go for it, Bertram.
Oh god.
All right.
Assume you're
He,
good.
as soon as he puts his lock picks in, it's unlocked.
Okay. Now I back up and let you open it.
Okay. Once Bertram moves out of the way, I face the wall and open it.
Nothing springs out of it, nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, let me see. I'm not gonna touch it, I just want to see.
Don't go in front of it. You've seen how this has happened the first time that
I'll be
somebody-
fine. I've been through worse.
Oh my god.
You're gonna look in it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You find 2 silver coins. No, I'm joking.
Ah, you've been needing a silver coin.
They look familiar. No, I'm
I
joking.
even write my initials on this one.
No, as soon as you open the box up, that cold chill that everybody feels is even stronger now as you find the remains of what looks like a dwarf priest.
Oh no, a dwarf.
What?
I pray, Lord help me.
Does this look familiar, Bert?
What dinner remains fit in a box size?
A dwarf remains fits inside this. It's a coffer.
Yeah.
It's not like a big chest.
Yeah.
It's smaller than like a foot locker, but it's big enough that a femur could fit in there easily enough, and a skull and the rib cage and
Put
all
it
that other
back.
shit.
Put it back. Put it back.
Um,
I turn around. I look in the box.
I don't like it.
but you
That's
find the remains of a dead person.
Skull?
But it is kind of. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It is kind of weird because it was buried underneath the tile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
This is a messed up
Hey,
place.
you
I
got,
don't like it.
you got a
What?
couple spells.
What?
No offense to you dwarves, but this is
You
messed
got,
up.
Speak of the dead.
It's not
Do
worse.
you want me to? Do you?
Yeah.
As
Do it.
you?
Do it. Let's
As
find out who this is.
Yeah. Let's do it.
This is going to be
this is going to be. All right.
the
Let
head
it be
shake
known
of this.
that who's talking, Bertram or Bartram?
Bartram.
Where's Victor talking?
Well, yeah. Who buries a dwarf in a box? I mean, that's rude.
An elf.
It should be buried proper. We might as well.
Hey,
A
I'm
druid.
saying it.
I didn't say human druid. I just said druid.
It's. Where's my spell?
That's messed up.
Actually,
We
rogue.
have 5 questions, right?
Yep.
Assassin rogue. I can see that.
Okay.
Should we
See,
take
if you
it
die,
back
I
to
wouldn't
the other
bury you in
room
a
with the
box.
floating tornado?
I want to be shot out of.
No,
out
let's
of-
just
off
say I
with
don't
the
know.
ballista.
I
Let's
don't
just
know.
do it right here.
Let's just do it right
Alright.
here.
I want to be tied
Okay.
to the ballista.
First question.
First question. Who
Who
are
are-
you?
yep.
Yep.
Who are you? I really want to know.
What is the last thing you remember? I guess. What's your last memory? Yeah?
We'll put you in the box.
Well, don't you want to know who this is first?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's number 1 question.
That's our number one question.
Okay.
And then what is your last memory? Or
Yeah.
Who killed?
What is your last memory? Ooh,
What
possibly where do you want to be?
That can be the last question.
Yeah. Make sure the last question is where would you like to be put to rest at?
So the second question was what?
What was your last memory?
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Who, what, where, why? I don't know. Maybe a why question?
Why'd you die?
Why did you die? Did you die for
I guess that would be a how. How did you-
why?
Yeah.
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
Where
Or
did you die with that?
why are you in this temple? Like, did you die in this temple?
This is living quarters, right? We said that these were living quarters. So,
Oh yeah.
Well, if
are
it's a-
these your? Is this your place?
If this is a priest,
So what was the third question?
How did you die? Was that the third question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Last memory. How did you die? The last question is where do you want to be?
Put to rest at.
Yep.
So we have one more
We
question.
have one more question.
Well, I wonder if this used to be like his house.
Oh, what quest are we? What?
Oh yeah.
Does she know anything about this? Yeah,
What? Oh, the spider's eye?
yeah.
Oh, the spider's
So what
eye.
was the fourth question?
Do you let's see. How do we frame that we can get the most information if he does know?
It's a gem. That's. I mean, we got to get onto this quest. That's the whole reason why we're in this hole.
So what was that fourth question after the where do you want to be buried?
No,
That's our last question, the very
that's
last
question. five.
Either way, I got three questions. Well, no, I got 4 questions.
Yeah.
So what was the very last one?
We're just trying.
We're
that's
working
right.
on that right
Yeah,
now.
we're working on that.
Okay.
Is this a duration? 10 minutes, 1 action. Okay.
You can cast this as a ritual, I believe. Does it have the R marking for ritual? No? Oh, I thought you could cast this as a ritual.
It doesn't for me.
It'd have a marking on it like concentration, but it should have an R on there and say ritual. Okay.
Find the spider's eye.
But it takes you 10 minutes to
Faulkner's
cast?
fist.
Just an action to cast. It lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah. Just an action to cast, yeah. And it
Faulkner's
lasts 10
fist is
minutes.
the one that stole it from the embassy.
What now?
Faulkner's fist is the one that stole it from the embassy.
The spider's eye. Is it a gem?
Yeah, I think so.
This is a long shot because who knows when that was. It could have been last week.
I mean, I don't see a body decay within this period
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah. We tell him maybe if he's heard of it. Yes. Ask if he's heard of it.
Doesn't Bertram have a quest that he's on?
Yeah.
You don't know this.
Yeah, that's true.
He has not divulged any information of
Yeah.
who he had encounters with. So,
Yeah, he won't even interject anything at this point.
Do we want to ask about the spider's eye?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We don't have really a fourth question.
Mm-mm.
Unless we want to find out
Do...
what god that this priest.
Oh.
Or why the demons were sealed away.
Oh, who put the? Yeah, let's do that.
I think we know that, though. Don't we know that?
What?
We probably know who, but not
Was she
why.
part of the
How?
ceremony, or does she know about the king? And yeah,
Okay.
let's do that one.
Okay, so what am I asking? What's the fourth question? What? Who sealed the demons in the statues?
Yeah.
Who sealed the demons? Okay.
Okay. All right. So you begin to cast.
Yep.
What does it look like?
I'll put my hands just like hovering over the bones in the
I was
box.
hoping you were going to do like, hey, Macarena, right?
And then I ask Angarad to help me speak with this soul, grant it, give it life, and I close my eyes, and I just start chanting. What do I chant? Speak
Dead
to
man
me.
speak.
Yeah, dead man speak. Speak to me. I start chanting. Speak to me.
Okay.
You understand.
Yeah.
You begin chanting this to the remains that are in the box, and as magical essence begins to light up around the bones, around the skull, leaving from your hands, and the casting a spell is beginning to take hold. This is where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
So we are going to take a quick 15-minute break, people. Some of us need to use restrooms. A quick little smoke break for one or two people here, and a little bit of a snack time or refreshment of the drink. So, chat, we will be back in about 15 minutes. And we'll continue off. We'll continue with the where we left off with the casting of the spell. And we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
What kind of is?
Hey, you guys, we are back from our 15-minute break. Thank you for hanging around. If you're still there, I do appreciate that. Some of us need to use restrooms, grab a couple of drinks, and refresh our snacks as well. So, where we left off before break was our group of adventurers exploring a few more rooms and finding another portal, which they kind of knew already how to open it. Mal checked it out, says it looked familiar, came back through. They found a room that was giving everybody a cold chill as they entered. Upon investigating, they found a loose tile in the floor. Bart prying it open, found a little chest, small chest, coffer, if you would, that apparently contained bones as they opened it up. Bernnice puts the bones in the coffer down on the ground and began to cast the spell Speak with Dead. And that's where we ended, and that's where we pick right back up as I take you back to the map. So, magical energy leaves your hands, pours into the bones as you give the bones themselves, the spirit that once was, a brief moment to speak. Even though it has no lungs, it has no vocal cords or anything else, you do get that sense of Come back through. That's pretty decent timing.
Yeah.
As you sense and feel the presence of this soul temporary being here, ask your questions.
Thank you for joining us. Who are you? Who are you?
My name, Dunk Coppertown.
Donka Copper? What?
Donkey, Copperton.
That's what I
That's
heard.
what I heard.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, what is your last memory?
I was praying at my bed before heading to sleep.
How did you die?
Someone from the shadows came and stabbed me as I slept.
There were demons in the statues in the coffin room. Who sealed those demons in those statues?
I have no memories of what you speak.
Fair enough. My last question is, where would you like to spend your eternal rest?
As ones before me did as we served in a dwarven tomb would be nice. As your last question is answered, you can feel the spirit once again leave and fade away as your magic ends.
Well,
Hopefully that sounded pretty good on the mics.
yeah.
That was pretty good. I'm listening to it right now.
Melted ice cream. So they could hear the answers to these questions, or just me? I think it's everyone.
If it does not say, we can say that everybody heard it, but you're the only one who can ask it questions as you are the caster of the spell.
Right. Okay.
So everybody could hear it. It's just you're the only one that it could hear.
So what's its name?
Dunka Copper something.
Coppertone.
Yeah, that's what I heard was Copper
right.
Tone.
Donka.
Okay.
Donka. Coppertone.
So thanks, Coppertone.
Shut up, you. Shout out to Coppertone.
Yeah.
If they're still around, I don't know.
They are.
They
Okay.
are.
Sure.
Maybe they could be a sponsor maybe later. I don't know. That'd be nice. This episode is brought to you by Coppertone. Not really. It's not a sponsor. Anyways, yeah.
by Oxygen.
Continue, guys.
We should take these bones and bury them in a dwarven tomb.
We just happen to know where a dwarven tomb is.
We do.
Yeah.
You know where a few of them are.
Need to repair the floor to put the tile back if best is.
Yeah, it slips back pretty easily.
Okay.
With now a hole in the dirt.
Yeah.
Where once that coffer sat.
Okay.
How big is it? I mean, is it big? I mean, 2 dwarves can carry it.
One person can carry it with both hands. It's got
Does it have handles on the side?
It has one handle, as the other one appears to break off as anybody lifts it up on that one side. It's possibly rusted off. That it busted off. The wood itself is still in fairly good condition. It's thick hardwood, so it's not really eaten through. The metal along where you got the metal strips and the riveting appears to be in decent condition, but some rust spots have formed, as it seems like it's probably been here for a while.
Let's I say, Bart, so let's this was a priestess? As far as I know, we didn't hear. We didn't ask.
That's kind of what you got the gist of. They said that they were praying at the foot of their bed before heading to sleep.
Well, let's take this dwarf back to the room that has not the king's tomb, but that other tomb with the crystal.
Yeah,
Let's place her there.
I agree.
Who says this is a girl?
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. You don't have to move your tokens or anything like that. We'll leave your tokens where they are, and we'll just use our imagination that you guys walked back to the tomb where you guys were just come from. Are you putting her in that sarcophagus? Okay, you're just
at the foot of it.
you're just gonna put it in the foot of it. Okay. No.
That's messed up.
We're gonna leave the remains
Person
here.
said she wanted to be in it.
She's in
A tomb.
the tomb.
Yeah.
It's not looking like
It's however you want to
And
interpret it.
since one dwarf follows a human god and the other dwarf follows an elf god, push them out of the way and
All right.
pray to a true elven goddess. Or a
True
living
elven
goddess.
Huh.
Are we sure he likes
As
the
you
elven
put-
goddess?
As you put the box down and you go to pray to Valkuna,
Yep.
that cold chill that you guys felt as you were carrying the box all the way over there leaves and goes away.
Doesn't possess somebody later on.
Yes. This has got to be good news for me. Following my
You,
oath.
You get a
So-
golden star?
Anyways, following the pathway back up to that room area,
One sticker.
you guys are back in that general facility where you just were before walking down and put it in there. Did all that. Fast forward back up to
So
you.
there's still a door in this room.
There's still a door in that room.
I want to look at the door.
I do too.
You want to look at the door or you want to open the
I
door?
want to open the door.
You want to open the
One
door.
second. I stand here. I open the door. Please.
I just put in my head.
Yo,
I
I
have
see
an
him.
idea.
That's what you see.
Hey, yo. It's a hallway.
Hey, yo, lots of hallways in this place.
It's almost like that one time. It's like that one time whenever we were there's all those latrines.
What do you see down the hall?
I don't know. I don't have good vision.
All right,
All right.
get back in our normal spots here.
That would make us
Alright.
me and you right
I
there.
can see all the way to here.
Well, this hall goes up and turns to the right. Another hallway that turns to the right.
Well, let's go.
Okay. Go ahead and move your people to the edge of the hallway.
I'm on the edge of glory.
And let's give it just a second here. We are lagging. I think we're getting ready to be disconnected here.
What?
Oh, yep. What happened?
Ah, it was underneath of me.
Sorry, I'm just giving it just a second here because we started lagging real bit. All right. So what? So they went opened the door and then they moved down the hallway and that's where they're getting. Right there. I don't know why all of a sudden it spiked real bad, but anyways, okay. All right, so you're right here, and you look down the hallway. Bart,
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
and I can really see down there. I see a opening to the left, and an opening to the right, and some doors to the left.
Okay. You see something on this wall right here where I'm pointing at.
Something
Yeah.
like a mural, like a
A fresco.
fresco.
Yes, you see a fresco.
You come stand and admire it.
Okay.
All the
As
way down.
as you get closer, you see carved into that northeast wall is a fresco that depicts dwarves. Like the dwarves are tossing something into the mouth of this Xorn, and all the gems themselves are gone.
The stonework.
Weird shading rust buckets. 100%.
Why do they always have to steal from us dwarves?
They're the worst. They're worse than elves.
At least elves keep to themselves.
No honor, I tell you.
Well, I go over here.
Okay, so
Ooh.
here's the thing. You guys have been here before. It may not be mapped on your map because we didn't switch on dynamic lighting until later on.
I don't remember seeing any folks here.
But you guys have been in
going.
this. You guys have been in this room where Mal is heading towards.
Oh wait, where? Oh God, where'd she go?
I want to go.
Off on her own again.
Can
I'm
I
going
go
this
to
way.
this door,
I didn't
please?
see her go that
The door
way.
is open
Oh,
because you guys have been in there. You guys came down through that way.
hey yo! I know
Oh.
where this is. It's the portal.
Crap, my vision.
That door right there, yes, it's not open, is it?
Well, now it's open.
Now it's open, so you
Now
open up
it's
that
not
door.
Open.
Okay.
But this one is.
All right. So the door on the north is definitely open. You guys have been in that room. If you open that door to the south, oh my gosh, I just went the wrong direction with that zoom.
Sorry, Thoron.
Us paladins have to babysit again. Well, we can't keep up. I've short stubby legs.
Oh, let me grab that door. Oh, what the hell? All right. I'll move that door out of the way so you can just see right back into that room. There you go. But you guys have been up in that room. That was the room that has the two armored figures that stand guard in the north.
Oh, that when we try to go by them and
I'm gonna stay right here.
So you guys have been up in that room right there. And you left the doors open because you have already came through that direction already anyways. And you've already taken that pathway down south as well because you took the corridor and you turned. That's where Mal first encountered her first Umber
oh,
Hulk.
this is where
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, you guys have been in this area. That's what I'm telling you. You guys have been in this
we
area.
haven't. Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the dynamic
We were
lighting
gonna
was
go
not
da- We were just
turned
gonna
on.
go down that way, and then she ran off on her own, and Bertram
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
saved her for the 37th time.
All right. Whoa. Should we go up to the northwest then and check that out?
We've been up there, right?
Up
To,
to.
up to the
So you've been this way. All right, so you've been up this way, and you've been this way. Okay, you have not been over here, where Thoron is currently. So this path you guys have not taken yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I was thinking that we should go.
now which way are you going?
what about Thorn?
Howdy. Please don't fly away.
Howdy doody.
I won't be able to catch up.
I won't.
Hold on, let me extend these stilts.
Look, it's a broken door.
Okay, you do notice that the door to the next room has been smashed.
Have we already been here?
I don't know. Doesn't look familiar. I don't think we've broken this door. I think something else has broken this door. And I say Thorn goes first.
Hell yeah.
Light should be spilling out of this room.
Yep.
So, anyways,
I got my-
what are you guys doing? What's the marching order? What are you doing?
Dwarves go marching 2 by 2, hurrah!
Yeah. So instead of that, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, just our normal marching order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? I'll look at you. Let's go!
Okay. So the first one in the room.
Oh,
Yeah, we just look in the room through the rubble.
Rubble, rubble.
You do see 4 quartz pillars that fill the room with bright light.
Right? What?
You see 4 work areas in the middle of the room that have been reduced to rubble. You can tell by the way the door is smashed that it's probably caused by an Umber Hulk.
This is why we don't have nice things.
This is
The walls are
exactly
dead, like
why.
no umber hulks have been through the walls.
Maybe that's why-
No, you see that it looks like they went through the doors. That they smashed through the doors themselves.
I dropped I send the great sword into its, and I fall for my mom.
Okay.
Count on 4.
Oh God.
Are you really
Are
trying
you
to
actually
bring them to us?
You know, at this point,
They were all like,
You can also see that one of the doors to the north has also been smashed as well.
there isn't anything on the walls or.
Investigation check.
Okay. And go. That is a
you have not been in this room before?
Have not been in this room.
13.
Okay. There's not really anything in the walls, or on the walls or anything like that.
In
But
the
you
walls?
do notice that in the middle of the room of the rubble, you realize that this room was set up for a gem cutter workshop, and you actually find a set of jeweler's tools.
Oh. Are they nice and intact? And...
You found a set of jeweler's tools. Congratulations. So yes, they are intact.
Okay.
It's a set.
Okay. I will.
Rare to see a full set in something like this, especially with those
Yeah.
nasty creatures driving around, stealing things, breaking shit.
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous.
What if they dropped it?
But I'm going to take them and I'm going to keep them.
Do you think they know how to do anything but break things? I feel kind of hypocritical saying that.
The Drugar or the
Drugar.
Chair squeaked.
Lord Helm blesses you.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Drugar or the Umber Hulks?
Oh, yeah.
What? Yeah. That's what they're
Oh,
called,
I
right?
already have a set. Oh, well.
What happened?
Nothing.
How many are here?
Oh, I was asking.
Getting
He said
sick and tired of these mother
something
effing
about
underholds in this.
somebody dropping it.
Yeah. Someone could have dropped
I
it.
don't see an underhold dropping
Yeah.
a gym.
I don't think they care about that.
No.
I don't think so either.
Then why were those gems
Can I
here?
pick up the gym
Because
tools?
I already have them.
Oh, you already have them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
Well, stupid Druid should die.
I finally agree with
Because
you.
I
one time
wanted
now.
those gems. I want that. So whatever was in those paintings, I wanted them.
We're in agreement.
At once.
Next time you see Drugar, attack.
With vengeance.
So what are you guys doing?
Left or right?
let's-
Smash door or a regular door?
Smash
Let-
door.
let-
We're
let's
trying
see
to
what's-
find the Drugar now.
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
This is door number 1.
All right, don't go past it. Hold on just a second. I can open up the door for you like a gentleman. Or I should be able to, but I gotta zoom in on the map.
What do you think's behind this door? Another hallway?
Brand new car.
Peregrine, stop stepping on me.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so who's opening the door?
I know.
You're gonna open the door?
Yes.
And I
Hey,
come up
Bart,
behind
you
her and I
alright
smash
back
the
there?
door. Just kidding. I haven't smashed the door in a while.
Guess what?
Are you,
you-
gonna smash the, are you smashing the door? Okay. The door is open.
I walked through. Guess what? It's a hallway.
Woo! Won the
Could have
hallway
made
rat
gold.
Now it's
raffle.
one experience point for finding a hallway.
But guess what? Guess where this
Yay.
hallway leads to?
We all have
The
a,
smash door.
you know how many
Smash.
experience points we have now? Millions with hallways.
And not enough for door smashing. So,
So, you see the other smash door?
Yes.
And the light pouring out into the hallway from it?
yeah.
This way.
There's
Okay.
More, there's more hallway. I
Where'd
hate.
you go, Mal?
Wait up.
She's hurrying down the hall.
No, I'm walking down.
You know what? I'm gonna sit like a couple of yards back, or yard back or so.
Oh, I'm following her.
Nice.
I'm following you.
Nice.
Cause
Yes, I'm right behind you.
There's no more hallway.
Jeanette.
You lost Bertram.
You lost.
Sorry, I think you
Oh,
trying to manage running two characters over
he's
here.
right here. Oh shit.
I'm gonna
No,
peek
Bertram
into this.
stealthily walked away.
Finally, let me catch up.
Now I say we go over here.
I want to go peek over here while you're going to look over there.
Okay.
Or peek right here, actually.
I'm gonna peek down this hall and keep them in sight.
Mal, do not move. Everybody else, put your tokens where you said you're gonna walk to.
Yep, I'm looking down this
God
hall.
damn it! Does this room go just
I'll
straight
walk
to
right
the?
Is that where you're going,
Have you
Thorn?
been in this hall before? No.
No, not this part of the hall, no.
This seems.
Okay, Bernnice, you're stopping right there.
Yep.
Priqrin, you're there.
Yep.
Bertram, you're there.
Yeah.
Thorn, you're there.
I'm actually gonna go right here.
Yep.
You said you're gonna walk down this hall before you did
No.
anything, so I need you to stick
Yeah,
with
I'll
what
be
you
right
first
there.
said.
Now it's home.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay. Bart, that's where you want to be?
Yep.
Okay, Bart, you see what you see? You see the hallway and you see it kicks over to the right.
Yep.
Thorin, Bernice, and Mal,
Initiative.
as you guys walk into this room,
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hello there.
Oh.
hold on.
Are these things multiplying?
You gotta give me a
Okay.
second here because I gotta put stuff on the board and I gotta do some stuff here. So just give me a quick second while I get stuff situated and then I'm gonna tell you. As you guys walk into this room, you do notice that this room contains 4 20-foot long, which I didn't put them on here, 5-foot wide, 3-foot high stone tables in the middle of this room. Along with those tables are also piles of broken rocks. And you hear a little tink, 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 tink as a rock hits the ground. But you see 2 Xorns in this room
No, it's these.
seem to be picking up the rocks and licking the stone dust or the gem dust off of these
Damn it.
stones. They quickly drop the stones that they have, turn and face the group that just walked in, and you hear one of them speak.
There's speed Xorn.
Unless one of you has some sort of magical language thing that it allows you to hear. I'm pretty sure nobody speaks Tarian.
Oh.
I was always wondering what that language is for.
So, again, one of them seems to be reaching out with its hand, and the other one is stopped and dropped and is just waiting with, like, you know, its hands out, palms up type thing. And it spoke. Look, it's got eyes on either side, but you guys can see it's looking at you, and it spoke this. What are you doing? quickly.
I
I'm
don't understand.
looking through my, trying to think of my possessions and remembering if I have any gems.
May I move?
I turn
It
into a bear.
repeats the same tone it just said, and this one seems to move 10 feet closer. This one seems to also move 10 feet closer.
Oh shit.
Can I move?
I'd love to turn into a bear.
I
Looks like I'm
I
right
have
here.
nothing.
Can I roll a history check to see if we have any gems in the bag of
Did you not
holding?
bring your list? A bag of holding? It,
You got gems.
Okay.
Bag of hoarding.
I'm going to pull out. What do we have for gems? Oh,
Who's a good boy? Fetch.
quartz. Yep. I'm going to pull out a chunk of blue quartz
The
and
blue
hold it out to them and throw it at them.
Throw it back.
so you throw out the closest one?
Yeah.
dog.
Okay. You chuck.
I just kind of
Okay, so
very gently, like.
you chuck this gem at it.
Strength.
Okay. It catches it in its hand and eats it. And you can hear the of this gem as it goes away. And the other one now makes the same tone as the other one did and is moving closer.
I'm going
Toss on
to
my black pearl.
pull out
I think that's a
another quartz and toss it at the other one.
No, don't do that. I look at the pearl, black pearl, and I'm like, eh. They probably won't even need it or want it either.
Maybe they'd be nice.
So
to
you
people.
throw another one, but at the other one?
Are you? Yeah. Are you
I'm
throwing your
not,
pearl? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw another quartz at the other.
Make sure you remove these.
Yeah,
but
I already erased it.
Yep.
okay.
We have 25 of them.
Jesus.
We had 25 of them.
I don't know how we got
No,
Okay.
we got 23 of them.
When you chuck it, it catches it with its mouth. You hear it crunching. They still seem to want more,
Okay, then.
but don't appear to be hostile at this time.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll out two of them toward each, one towards each, and then I'm gonna try to walk as
Toss it behind
stealthily
him.
as I can.
To the back.
What's funny is one of these Xorns looks kind of slightly familiar, as it looks like it has some cuts on it.
Does it have a smash mark on the ball?
Has some bruising or some wounds that seem to be healing.
Yeah, we thought so.
We've
I didn't know
fought
these things
some
were like
Xorns.
puppies.
Yeah.
But you roll them out. Okay.
Yep. And I just kind of calmly walk out.
Well, they,
As
no matter which direction they turn, no matter which way you go, it seems like they always have like some sort of eye on you.
okay.
As they have three eyes all the way around them. So when they turn around, they don't even look like they turn around. I mean,
Right.
they just go in the opposite direction, and that one eye is still looking at you, but it's going towards where you rolled the gems.
Okay.
So, what are you guys doing?
I'm still walking out of the room.
I definitely say no to that.
Move your distance that you can
It's right
move
here.
and do what you're going to do. If you want to turn in bear form, that's fine.
No,
Okay.
Bernnice solved the problem.
Okay. Shall we just keep going and minding our own business on our way downtown?
Yes.
I'm gonna dash.
Moving as fast as we can?
It's gonna be another.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys real quick a because it could have went into initiative roll just to see how everything was playing out, but that's completely fine. I'm just trying to move it along. They don't seem to be following as they went after those gems, so move wherever you want to move. Because you guys have fought these things several times before, you understand that they can sense if you're holding some treasure. They do sense that. So you guys know that you need to book it away from them to hopefully put that sense further away so they don't come after you.
I found a man-made tunnel.
655.
Okay. I'm gonna throw 2 more gems into that hallway where I'm standing, just in case, and then book it.
You want the bug-made tunnel or the normal tunnel?
You guys have already been down this hallway.
Yeah, but we're just trying to fuck away from those things.
Yeah,
I'm
GTFO.
just letting you know.
Thank you.
You guys have been in this hallway, as this is the hallway that you guys have taken when you first came down.
Oh.
This is the hallway. This tunnel, you can tell, is made by the Umber Hulks that came down in here from the 5th floor. This is now the 5th floor entry point. This is where you guys came from.
Dash.
Again, well, kind of. I mean, you unzoom your map, zoom out your map, and you can see where you've been. Hopefully, it all still is laid
It
out.
stays lit up, yeah.
But you should be able to see some dark spots in some areas that you guys have not been. There's still
Down this hallway, right?
there's still some areas that you guys have not been in this dungeon. Because there's a couple of paths that you guys did not take because it split. Again,
Yeah, we went to the undetermined route first. I remember that.
again,
We've been all across the north of this, up to the corner, to the gem room, or to the gems on the right, to the weapons room.
Uh-huh.
That top right-hand corner is there.
Yeah, and that's when Mal disappeared.
Right. So we need to go down and do the south and southeast corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad we don't have a
So-
photographer.
Well, we also
If
have to
you-
go here.
Well, aren't you?
if you see where I'm
mapping
at, if you can
for
see
us?
this ping, if you're zoomed out,
That was our Warforged, buddy.
Okay. Ding it.
you have not been around over here. There's still some stuff over here because there's a couple of paths you guys did not take over here. Okay, there's a path like around here that you guys did not take, and this hallway you did not take. Okay, so that you have not been to.
Did we find a hallway to the 7th floor, and then Bart tried to go down, and they said,
That was on the 5th floor. You guys have also
so we have not found a down in this room.
You have not found any other downs yet in this room other than the one pathway you took. You guys have not fully explored over here either. You hit this room that was right here where I'm pinging, and you chose to go this way. That's where you met the duergar that was invisible waiting, and the 2 Xorns came at you right over here in this pathway. You guys have not been down either one of these paths over here. That marking again, if you unzoomed all the way, you'll see my pings.
Yeah.
You guys have not been down this pathway. You have not been down either side of this pathway. You have not been fully down this pathway. You have not been down this pathway. And you have not been down this pathway.
You do that last one again for me?
You guys have not been down those pathways. Those are the pathways you guys have not been
Oh,
yet.
that's the hallway down there that.
So again, keeping that in mind, what do you guys want to do? Like I said, you've been in most of these rooms. You can easily just, put your person in there and bring them back out just to get it mapped on the map if you want. Completely fine. Just
I think we should go
Tell me
down
which way
the
you're going.
East.
Yeah.
I think we should too.
Okay. Now, in the room where you're at, you know it leads to the big hallway.
Big hallway.
Sweet.
That's the big hallway that you guys found the Umber Hulks that attacked you, and you also found the Mithril veins that you guys mined, and you got attacked by the Umber Hulk when you started doing that.
Oh, yeah.
That's also the same area that you fought the duergar and the 2 Xorns, with 1 Xorn escaping.
You found him though.
So that hallway right there is the hallway.
Whoa.
So again, this will all be a lot different on the next map, because
Keep sticking.
Yeah.
you get to map it as you go. This one we kind of turned dynamic lighting on midway into
Inside of Mage.
searching it. So
Sorry.
a lot of your rooms are not uncovered.
I know, I'm sure, but Jesus. Stop stepping on me.
Are you guys gonna follow me?
man,
Are
where
you
did you
leading the
go?
party?
Apparently.
Well, right now,
guess.
yeah, I said go ahead and move your tokens. She's already in the big hallway.
Head us to the south and
Where you going? Where'd you go?
Mal, you guys have already kind of been in that area. I don't know if I have dynamic lighting or the door open right there.
The door's open.
Is it open right there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh,
If the door looks open, I should have had anything open that was open that you guys went through door-wise.
Well, now it's looks
So if the light seems like it's pouring in, it's because I opened up the door because you guys have already been in that room. So if the door's not open, you probably hadn't gone through that room.
Or broken.
And if you find a door that is closed, ping it and I'll tell you if it is or not, and I can open it up for you and let you know, yes, you've been. So, wow, it's like watching ants right now. I mean, I'm literally watching like everybody's tokens just moving all around this map. I got Bernnice in the very northern area,
Yeah, well, doors.
looking around doors and everything. Are these doors closed for you? Or you don't even know, do you?
Mm-mm.
Because you just see everything,
Where the
right?
hell is Mal?
Sorry.
I'm a Thorn. Thorn's following me.
But I don't know where everybody is.
She's gonna go this way, isn't she?
Okay.
All right, ping again. Oh, I see.
Say again.
Okay, one more time. Sorry.
There you go. That's where I
Well,
am.
how the hell did you get all the way there?
I'm exhausted. I'm just telling you
Jesus.
what.
Right down here. One more time. How the hell did you get all the way
I'm not even
there?
seeing
Well, we found the Quinn.
Stop running away. Why are you running?
I'm trying to find the way to southeast. And it's not this way.
Well, you could have took the main hallway, like.
That's what I was gonna do. I was doing earlier, but I saw that Mal was
no,
behind me.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. It was me trying to give you guys a little bit
I
of
think
hint
everybody's
that
over here.
you could take the main
Oh,
hallway.
yeah,
It's so
I-
hard.
How'd you get all the way over there?
This is like a 30-second delay. I'm gonna be here in about 30 seconds.
Technically, with that little bit of a lag that we had,
There.
it's the
Here,
stream's
I'll
on
ping
an
you
11-second
I'm
delay
right
right
here.
now because of that
it. Do
lag.
you see us now?
So we were
No.
down for about 11 seconds.
She moved again.
Okay, Mal, let everybody catch up, please, before
Stop
you move.
being super spastic Tron.
Because one, if you run into an area you haven't been into and I need to describe it, I need to tell you. Or if you run into any other enemies in this dungeon,
You
I need
really
to
want to be in
describe it and
front?
everything else. So,
No.
Well, then get back here and get in our normal marching order.
I'm in the big hallway.
Priqrin, and I think Thoron
Yes.
is with her.
I'm gonna be right here.
You're in the big hallway?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll ping it real
Big
quick.
hallway.
Oh, okay.
How'd you get up there now?
I know. That's why I'm just like.
I'm just going to let you guys say you're hollering down these hallways like,
Hey, I'm over here!
yeah, no, I'm not in the big hallway. Where the fuck did you get all over there for?
Marco.
YOLO.
Yeah, none of this is lit on
Or I
mine.
mean Polo. Sorry, wrong person.
Yeah, of course not. Like I said, you guys have explored this area, but a lot of this area is not lit because the dynamic lighting was not turned on at that time. That's why I'm saying that's why I haven't really, got on to you guys for searching some of the rooms just to have it lit up on your map.
Jeez, I didn't think you guys were.
But I
back
just
there.
need people
I
to
thought you guys were
slow
over
down a
here.
little bit if they're running, you know, depending on where they're running, so that way I can keep track.
This is our Marco Polo. Mal, Bernnice.
Malco.
Okay.
All right. First, Thoron, get up here.
Yes, sir.
Bernice, which way are we headed? Are we headed east then?
Yes.
Eastbound.
So, how far is your devil sight?
120 feet.
Well, it's pretty easy, as you guys can see down the hallway that there is a room that
You
is.
plugged
Something
in?
lighting up right here, so we could see. I can see all the way to
Art, you got disconnected.
here.
Yeah. There, she'll be back now.
I can see all the way to my ping.
How can you see all the way to your ping?
But it's like dark right here. But it gets lit back
Yes,
up. Right
because there's a lit up area right there where
so I don't know what's going on anywhere right here. I just know what's going on right there.
I can see down to here.
where I was pointing at earlier. Where I was pointing at earlier, it was is what I said. There was a room that you guys have been to, you recognize it, but you have not been past it. You got to the room, and then you went down the hallway where you're coming up at now. You follow?
Oh, one space at a time.
I don't know. One's frozen. Yeah, so I can see like all the way down.
There we go. So, you guys have been in this room right here. As you enter this room, you'll notice a smashed door to the north that was done by possibly an Umberhulk. And you notice the empty vein of mithril that you guys had mined on this south wall is gone.
Oh, yeah.
You guys came down this hallway and went this way.
Oh, okay.
Nobody, you guys did not go down south, and you did not go here. Bart could see kind of down there, those directions, but you guys did not go either way. You came from the library, which is straight north of this room, and went this way, where you ran into those people.
Oh, is it warm?
By the way, if you did have it mapped, there is a room that was right here. Oop, it's not pinging right here. That had the donkeys in it, the wooden donkeys, and a secret room that was right down here.
Oh,
That also has a portal in it as well.
yeah.
Can we take the box donkeys?
Okay. Bye, paper doll.
I don't remember. Were the donkeys able to be animated?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So, again, like I said, that's where you guys were. I could easily have just scooped up all your characters, thrown them. If you said, hey, I want to check the
This is funner this way, though.
Eastern whatever room, I could have just dropped you right there and gone there. Again, like I said, yes, you guys have not explored all of it. I'm
I'll be
keeping
back,
track.
guys. I'll be
But
back.
anyways, you recognize it, and you can head over to the room that is lit up, and that's where you guys have not explored past that.
I'm gonna go try to get a donkey.
No.
I said, I'll be back. I'm gonna grab something real
No, keep
No.
the donkeys where they're at.
quick. Fine. Persuasion? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I wouldn't be able to. 10?
Isn't the mithril where we found the Xorn in the first place?
Yeah.
You would not have.
Yeah.
You would have not have convinced me.
You notice in this hallway there are dead Xorns and dead bodies, or a dead Xorn and dead bodies of duergar in that little area. You'll recognize the battle, as well as there's an Umberhulk dead body as well laying there.
Yeah, I'll go kick the Druid on.
I can never tell the difference with the smell. If this is fresh or not.
Just loot him. And then continue forward.
Onward.
Thoron, are you with me?
Yeah, back off. But yeah, I'm with you.
No, I'm moving up.
10 spaces. Okay.
Let's get in marching order and just let the DM move us for now.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
I am perfectly okay with
Yeah.
that.
You haven't
A cluster
set your
trying to do it
health back
individually.
up
Yeah.
on roll 20.
Did you hear what he said?
Slightly.
Yeah, I know. Ron today is speaking softer than you are.
Well, this morning he was loud.
She's on top of
I
you.
said let's get
He's hiding
together
behind
in our normal marching order so that the DM can just move us together.
Okay. Well, now you went right
You're on
in.
Priqrin's shoulders.
You just like
Yeah.
too far over here.
Roll tide.
You and Kirkland picked the same spot, and
There we go.
It didn't load all the way.
yeah, because everybody clicks at the same time. So, all right.
Yeah, you're on his head.
Okay.
What'd you do that?
You guys go into this room? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We've not been in this room.
You have not, you only went in and went right back out. You guys did not spend any time in this room other than the fact that I told you there were 4 pillars. I put lights in here, which apparently looks like there shouldn't be lights.
This way. By this way.
So I put lights. Apparently everything that had pillars, I put lights. There should not be lights in this room.
Looks fine to me.
But I'm going to go with it because fuck it, whatever. Anyways, where you're at, you're underneath or you're right in between the stone pillars that support a series of stone arches beneath a 30-foot high dome ceiling. Okay, is where you guys are at. A quick glance, you guys can definitely see that there are stone panels. Fuck, again, we got disconnected. You see stone panels set into the walls that bear frescoes and dwarvish runes. I just got disconnected. I'm waiting for it to come back, and now it says it's reconnected again. Oi. So now we're a 25-second delay. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue going because I'm gonna have to do all the editing. Anywho, so that's what you see so far. You okay?
It's a little warm.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little warm in here. Anyways, what do you guys want to do?
So we have been from the north then into this room.
Yes, because going to the north leads you to that armory and leads you to the library that you have already been in.
And we have not been south. And we have not been east.
You have not been east down the hall, and you have not been south down that hall.
Well, let's continue going east because we'll go east as far as we can, then south.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Okay, so again, I described what this room was. Do you guys just want to march on through it? It not. Wow. Okay. All right. Where are you going?
We're
South or
looking for a
north? Or
movie. We're looking for a what?
This one, right?
Spider Gem.
Spider gem. Is there any spider gems in here?
No, it's
All right, move on.
okay.
We're probably gonna be back here next week.
I
Yeah.
just whatever. They were stone pillars set into the walls that bear frescoes and frescoes and dwarvish runes. But you guys see it and you're like, fuck it, whatever, and you go south,
No, we go east.
east or south.
East. Continue east.
East.
Yeah.
Yeast.
Down, down.
East,
Jesus
down,
Christ.
road,
No,
road,
please,
road.
please no, please no. You gotta watch what you say because they can count that as. So, I'm trying not to have ads in my videos. They're long enough as it is. Anyways, so that's what I said. You gotta be careful. Okay, so you're in this room here. I believe that's B. Yes. Stone panels set into the north and south walls bear frescoes of and dwarvish runes. Where you guys are standing, technically, You see 3 objects that are displayed on stone blocks that are in the middle of the room, each encased under glass. But the 4th one seems to have been broken, and the object that might have been on that pillar has been stolen.
Let's investigate the 3.
Yeah.
Roll investigation checks for whoever's wanting to investigate. Whether you want to investigate this, also look at the frescoes, whatever.
Nope. Up to 10.
Saw
Gosh,
nothing.
walls are walls.
The walls are walls. Yep, they're walls. Got a 5.
They're not even cool walls, they're just walls.
Okay, so I got 15 from Mal, 21 from Priqrin.
Nice.
What other numbers have I not said? A natural 20 for a Bart. You are on the ball when it comes to freaking dwarvish stuff.
Yeah, 'cause I was the smartest kid in the class.
Okay, everybody roll that wanted to roll.
I got I got a 5.
Thorn, did you roll?
10.
Oh, okay, I see it. 10. Okay.
Bertram's no good at an investigation. Nope.
Natural 20 as well, but a -1 takes you to 19. That is still fucking hilarious. Okay. Okay, so Thorn and Bernnice, you guys are kind of looking at the broken glass and looking at the stuff and kind of just sitting there like, what could have been in here? Could we reassemble the glass and maybe determine how big the object might have been if we fix the glass up? I don't know, Bernnice. Maybe we could do that. So anyways, where are you investigating for the rest of the ones that did really good on the investigation check? What part of this room are you investigating that you're wanting to check out?
Bart wants to check what's in the other 3 glasses. To
Okay.
See and to see if he can determine what might have been in the 4th.
Okay. Easy enough. As you see the 3 objects that are still there on display that have not been smashed and taken, you see a rusty iron trowel. You see a claw of a wyvern and an orc's split helm. Priqrin, what are you looking at?
The frescoes.
North or south?
Are you looking at?
Bertram will do the other side.
Okay. I'll do the south.
South?
Yep.
Okay. You see on the south one a very familiar figure. It's a dwarven person, of course, but you've seen this before. In fact, it was carved on one of the sarcophaguses. Looks of Melair, but younger age, with the roll like 21 like you got. I can give you that easy enough. So you see what looks to be depicting Melair's life. What you see is a prospector building a bridge over a river. In his hand is a iron trowel. You also see a meeting of his first elf, as he seems to be getting elf, and he seems to be prospecting ore and gems in caves as well. Appears to be a golden gauntlet of sorts. Seems to be more present in this fresco. The north fresco, you see Melair. Looks like he's hiding possibly from orcs as they're marching by. And he seems like he's hiding possibly in a cave side area or behind a big boulder or something, but you see orcs marching by, and the orc helms seem to be more prominent in this one. And I'm basing this off your rolls. If your rolls weren't this high, I would not have given you those little details. The other part of the fresco, you see Melair fighting a wyvern, and you see as one of the claws has been lobbed off in this fresco.
So it's
So
3 frescoes, 4 frescoes.
4 different things.
And there's 4 items. One's missing.
Mm-hmm. You know which one?
Waver.
Yeah.
There's a waver. There's helm. And then
Golden Gauntlet.
there's a golden
Yes.
gauntlet.
Bertram,
Yeah.
roll me a history check.
History.
Maybe it's first to elf. The golden gauntlet. Or if I
Oh,
look
okay.
Okay. So you guys get back together and you mention all this? Or
Yeah.
you putting clues together? Bertram, something sparks when stuff's getting mentioned, but go ahead. As soon as it's said out loud, I'll tell you exactly what that roll gets you.
So these over here depict orcs and wyverns, and
these down in the southern area depict Melair at a young age building a bridge, and then him meeting his first elf and a golden gauntlet, right? And it looks like, and you've talked about the items that were in the other 3 items, right?
yeah.
It looks like the items that are in the cases are depicted in the stories on the frescoes. So I'm pretty sure the last item that's missing is probably the gauntlet.
As the gauntlet has been said and you guys are talking about it, Bertram, you know exactly where you saw that gauntlet. Tied to a hip of one female duergar.
I was had my dagger.
You know exactly where you saw that gauntlet.
I hate to mention this, but I know where the gauntlet is, or was. And I explained that when I traded the duergar for the dagger, it was on him. The golden gauntlet was tied to the belt. Or a golden gauntlet was tied to the belt. Pretty sure that it.
It also had 5 gems embedded.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
It did? Oh, I can't wait. Listen.
I'm not fucking with you on that either. Yeah. You saw attach her hip a golden gauntlet, and it did have embedded in it in gems.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
I'm
what
not
3 of
making
us
a
are gonna
Marvel
disappear?
reference. I'm just telling you.
What 3 of us are gonna vaporize?
Dwarves
When Bart
only.
puts it on?
Half the party.
Oh my god.
So, where are
You'll
you
get
going?
incinerated this time.
Where do you guys want to go from here?
You know, it would be my turn.
So we figured out that it's the golden gauntlet is missing, and the filthy duergar have it, and so Bart smells the air just to see if he can smell duergar, because
Behind us.
all over.
Yeah.
Leave a stench.
Smells impossible to get rid of.
Bart marches back and finds the body of a duergar and kicks it again, and then comes back and continues to head east.
Better?
Here, you need a Snickers.
I am myself. No, let's go.
This way or this way?
Continue east.
seems like a plan.
Okay, so you're going to go down the hallway to the east.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, that's fine.
Let it all catch up here. Sorry, I'm going to fix it. I just had to move my map so I can see. Now, anyways.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
This is E. Here we go. So you move down into this room, into this next chamber. You do see stone pillars set into the west and east walls of this 20-foot high room, bear frescoes and dwarvish runes that seem to also tell more of King Melair's obsession with mithril. When you first entered this room, you notice some ghostly orbs of light seem to appear and arranged to look like eyes of a beholder.
Well, immediately flinches.
So I believe it's 8 little eyes and 1 big eye of orbs that you see all of a sudden just appear in front of you guys as you enter this room.
Pull out my
As quickly as it appears, it disappears, lasting for probably a good minute. But nothing seems to happen other than that.
The hell was that?
the hell.
You guys precipitation?
Nope.
So want to check these frescoes then? Just
Yeah.
for-
I already did insight check. Or that's an investigation. It was
See.
Yeah. You.
That was me.
Okay. Just wanted to see if those ghostly eyes are going to do anything or not. Okay. So what do we got? A 9 and a 9 so far for investigation. Anyways,
Oh.
What?
Bertram is too invested in that spiritual eyes that appeared for him. Okay, so you depict the discovery of vast veins of that metal in the sea depths, which, looking at it, beneath of what you today would call the Undermountain, or Mount Waterdeep, sorry. It's recorded here on these frescoes. As you can see, the Melair's determination to rid Undermountain of its infestations of beholders, duergar, and drow. So from this you can tell that he was on a mission to eliminate these threats for mithril.
I know I like this guy.
That is what you see here. So, moving on.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Keep going south.
Excuse me. Yep.
You can always backtrack to that one room you haven't been to. But, going south.
Wait, what? We missed a room?
Yeah. Back up here. There was a hallway that went south.
Yeah.
You guys went east. But now you have this hallway here. And you have further down this hallway as well.
Should we take a peek west really quick before
Yeah.
moving forward south?
I think that's a good plan.
So that one.
I'm inside the wall.
Not my screen.
Help! Aha!
What's up here?
Help!
So you have that room up there, and the pathway that kind of turns, which I don't know if that's lit up for you guys or not, but it is heading towards an area you guys have already kind of been.
Do we want to explore that real
So,
quick?
do you
Yeah,
want
might
to
as
go,
well.
Yeah.
go north?
Yeah.
Okay.
Side.
All right, so you guys are going to head north. Bada bing. As soon as it stops you from moving. Let's see here. That is D. All right. So far, you guys can pretty much guess that these last two rooms you were in were depicting Millar's life. It continues as well, but this is a different part of his life. As you can see, that stone pillars set into the north and east walls bear frescoes and dwarvish runes. Resting atop a marble marble beaver in the middle of the room is a carved stone rocking cradle.
It's rocking?
Carved stone rocking cradle.
Oh, okay. Not a rocking stone.
It's not rocking.
Stone.
It's a cradle, a rocking cradle. Yes, that's
I'd
carved.
say that's creepy if it's rocking.
Yeah.
Unless it's the rock and roll music that's awesome.
Okay, let's. What else in this room?
The
Just
frescoes.
frescoes in the thing.
Yes.
Let's investigate again.
What are the frescoes depicting? Oh, would you look at that? Finally, Bernnice can or snippitate.
Thoron, are you rolling an investigation check on this?
15.
Yeah.
I did 10.
Do with advantage.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. Mal, are you doing anything?
I'm
Oh, you're not doing anything. Okay. Five, you're not really doing anything. I know.
Mal's tired of looking at dwarven frescoes.
Especially without gems.
Yeah. Like, they say the same thing.
What'd you get on the reroll?
16
14 rolled at least.
Okay,
Yeah,
could
just
you-
16.
all right. I hadn't seen it pop up, so that's why I was asking. Okay. You see that these two frescoes is depicting Melair spending time with his wife, their children, their children's children, basically so forth. It almost looks like it's depicting a family lineage. Thorn, the reason why I have you roll an investigation check, because couple of those kids you see on the wall that look like kids reminds you of some of your ancestors. Two little boys that seem to be playing with like toy swords or such. But that scene itself just bears very strong resemblance to what you've seen growing up.
Do you recognize something, Your Highness?
The only highness is Lord Helm.
So,
I
don't
don't
have
related
resentment.
to this guy?
Bernice, would you roll for investigation check?
15.
15. What are you looking at?
Just I guess I'll take a look at the cradle,
Okay.
just because, yeah.
You can easily tell that the cradle.
Silver spoon.
You can easily tell the cradle itself weighs about 500 pounds.
Thing where
And you also kind of determine easily enough that this is probably an art object and could be easily worth about 2,500 gold pieces.
Jesus.
But you do notice that it contains a 2-foot-long statue of a swaddled dwarf infant sleeping soundly. It does not appear to be attached to said piece. Looks removable.
in
Don't
a
touch the
fit
baby.
in a
Don't touch the
pocket.
baby. Don't touch the baby. I pick up the baby.
Okay. Before I tell you what happens, I have Thorn looking at the wall. Who else is looking at the frescoes?
I'm looking at Thorn. I'm looking with Thorn talking about.
Okay.
I'm kind of giving him a little jab, and like this is.
Bertram,
this,
what
I'm
do you-
looking at the frescoes.
this is your friend there, huh?
I'm standing by the
Your
window,
Highness.
I read
Sure,
them, yeah.
Fred. Ancestor, same difference.
Was
right?
that Bart or was that Bertram?
Bart.
What's
With
Bertram
Thorn.
doing?
Bertram's standing at the entrance to this room that we came in, just making sure that nothing is
Okay.
following us, but also making.
Bernnice, as you lift the infant up and out of this cradle, it begins to transform.
The cradle or
Shrinking-
the baby?
Huh?
The cradle or the baby?
The baby in your hands
Baby.
Baby.
transforms into a crystal crown
Oh.
that reflects color as a prism does.
Guys.
What'd you do?
She touched the baby.
I touched the baby. I just took the baby out of the cradle and now it's a crown.
Can you do an arcana check on it?
Not the mama.
Me?
Yeah.
You're holding a crystal crown now?
Yeah.
When are you gonna learn not to touch stuff?
Well, I'm not ever. I'm almost as bad as
Would you like me to do an arcana check on
That'd
it?
be great, yeah.
Alright.
Because I don't have.
Jeez, for the +7.
Can I give him guidance?
Sure.
Okay, roll a d4.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
You definitely detect some sort of magic off of it. It emanates some sort of magical, but you're not going to be able to determine what it is without like a proper spell going off. But it does indeed have a magic type of aura coming off of it.
It's definitely magical. I don't know what type, but there's definitely an aura coming off of it.
Your Majesty, would you like a crown?
You know what, actually?
You know,
I lost my tuba, so.
So, just to give you a glimpse, that crown itself for the stone cutters, I'm just going to put it in here as it's crystal, and I'll say for the dwarfs who have stone cutter type of things, you got a feeling this crown is probably worth about 250 gold pieces. And obviously it didn't look worth a value, so it did not get plundered apparently from the duergar.
Surprised you didn't smash.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
too.
500-pound cradle, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't smash that stone ass fucking cradle.
Foul. That's a nice looking lid you got there, Chief.
Did you put it on?
I heard a story what happened to Miri whenever he put a crown on.
Do
Should I?
I.
Put it in the bag.
Should we just put it in the bag of holding?
I put it on.
Okay.
Looks gorgeous. Oh, thank you.
Gorgeous, your Highness. Bowed. Suit you.
It's
Suit you
lovely.
well.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Just what? I was like, are you guys
In
okay?
water deep though, okay? Try not to be discovered.
Okay. Is the other room kind of lit up for most of you guys anyways?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
most
even
part?
for Bertram.
Okay. I'm not even going to move you guys into that room. If you're going to go in there, I'll just tell you what it is versus moving you there. Okay? Obviously, you're going to go in that room. This time you see set in the west and south wall more frescoes and dwarvish runes. 6 stone pedestals stand before the frescoes surrounded by shattered glass. And apparently it had two objects descriptions mixed together. You did not see any stones on that gauntlet. It was a different thing that had stones on it. But anyways, I read to this area and I'm like, oh fuck, that's where I read for the stones. So the gauntlet itself did not have gems in it. Okay? Sorry.
Still hilarious.
Yeah, I got my rooms mixed up because C and E almost looks exactly the same. Anyways, obviously people are gonna check
Yep.
the frescoes and everything. So, investigation check is what I'm going to have you roll if you're trying to determine what was in these cases and trying to figure out what was in there prior. Holy crap, natural 20 for Mal.
Yeah, I've been getting 5s, 4s.
Otherwise, I'll just tell you what
Well, now
it reads.
yeah, 'cause,
But
yeah, now there might be stuff. So
13.
okay, you definitely didn't make it. 15 and higher is what I'm looking for, really.
Oh,
Does that get you up there now?
17.
Okay,
Bertram got a 15.
but Bart didn't.
But
So
Bart
Bart's the only one who didn't pass. Would Priqrin get 20 dirty?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. These frescoes show a shield dwarf prospector. From now, you've already determined it's Melair that they're depicting in these. As you see him discovering veins of mithril under a mountain and sharing the wealth with Keith and kin. It shows dwarves flocking to the underhalls of Melair Bold and the subsequent formation of the Malarkin clan. You also see Melair's coronation as a king of the clan, and the gifts given to his newly acclaimed king by various dwarf families and attendants. So you see items here in these frescoes that were gifts. You see a gem-studded cloak. You see an onyx smoking pipe. A diamond size of a fist. A red crystal tankard. A golden belt with an obsidian buckle and studs. The cloak itself, Bertram, you recognize that she was definitely wearing that cloak, that gem-studded cloak, when she first met you. As far as the other stuff goes, you can
The
only...
Duergar woman with the iron
yeah,
fit with the
yeah.
golden gauntlet was wearing the cloak that's in that picture.
I want
I'd also tell you that strapped to her side, also on her belt next to her thing, because your history check was so high that you remember everything that she had on her that was worth a value.
Check her
Because you're part rogue, so you kind of give that little once over, like see what you could steal type thing. And I'm going to tell you that not only did she have the cloak, and not only did she have that gauntlet, but she also had a small golden figurine of a female elf holding up a symbol of the sun. So all of those items I just described is what she had on her: the cloak, the gauntlet, and that figurine, along with that dagger that you were able to retrieve from her. But now it's all making sense as you see all this stuff,
Yeah.
that they have looted a lot of this place.
Whole corner.
So, what's the check for traps?
But you could determine by looking at the frescoes that these items that I just mentioned, besides the...
All
Elf.
four of the, there was four of them, you said, right?
Yeah, it was like a red crystal tankard, a golden belt with an onyx buckle and studs, so a studded belt, a onyx smoking pipe, and a gem studded cloak. were the items that were stolen from these displays.
The duergar took them all. I'm pretty sure.
Locate item
You'd have.
or object, I mean. No.
I don't know what's the range on this.
I don't know. Does
Alright,
anybody
no.
have it?
Oh no, I don't have it.
Well, it seems anything that's valuable will be on that girl. The Druid.
Do I recall what her name was?
Skella,
Oh, Skella.
I think. Yeah, Skella. Skella.
Bart, just makes a mental note.
That diamond.
Wait, so north of this is the room that has those 4 columns, and then down that road is the battle scene, right?
Say that again, but a little bit louder so I can hear
So
you.
we're in. Well, you didn't move us, so we're in this
Yeah.
room that's directly south of the 4-pillar
Yes.
that had the original fresco with the one missing item,
1,000 feet.
No.
or is that
So
to the right?
you're here.
Yeah.
Right here was the 4 pillars that had stone frescoes that you guys did not look at,
Right.
and then over here was the first one that had one item missing. Was in this room here,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then just following it, you guys went down this way, and that's the one where you saw the eyes, and then you went from there to here, to here.
Bart's
and
gonna
that-
go over this way.
Okay, how come he's going that way?
Because he's gonna kick all of the dwarven through guard
Okay.
bodies, and then on the way back he's gonna look at those frescoes.
Okay, he's coming back. We'll just leave you there.
Yeah.
Please don't move it, and I'll just describe what the frescoes look like. Did you mention anything to your party that you'll be right back?
Yeah, I do that. I say, I'll be right back. I got something to kick around.
Okay. You see the chronicle of the birth of Melair, a common shield dwarf in his early years, struggling as a brewer, a metalsmith, and a stone carver. Is what you see depicted
Brewer?
in a brewer.
Are you sure you're not really? And I yell this down the hall. Are you sure you're not related to this guy?
I'll tell you the story of what I know whenever we get back to our
All right. And I head back down as I see those.
Okay.
after we.
Well, I may have to check. I may have to change the title of this because we're getting close to the end, and you guys have not come across the title. That may be, it may be the title for the next one. So I may edit and change the title, guys. So but it's fine.
Episode
I think I'm going to have to change it.
part 2.
To Xorn or not to Xorn. That's what I originally was going to name this one. Anyways,
Thoron ... the king.
I don't know.
Return of the Chosen One.
I'll come up with the title. I'm probably just going to edit and change the title, and this title will be for the next game because you guys will most likely run into that next game as we're getting pretty close. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. Are you guys taking the path south?
I
They're
think that we should.
back. So there's no there. Back over
Area
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go back south because we know where this other way goes.
Do we know this
I'm
way?
pretty sure you guys have mapped out that way or
Okay.
that. I mean, here, let's just do a quick peek.
Yeah, we've been
Recognize it?
Yeah, portal.
Portal. So you like how I did that? You see
Yeah.
the 2 portals
Yep.
up and down like that? I thought that was kind of cool.
Clever.
So there you
clever.
go. Now you guys have an idea of where the portals are when you see them.
Sweet.
All right. So I'm just going to warp you over here.
Whoop.
Okay. I'm going to continue going down.
Yep.
Too far on my map. Okay. I'm going to park you guys right here first. If somebody's outside the wall, I do apologize. I'm going to try to fix that here. Connection has been interrupted again. Yeah, we got disconnected one more time.
Every other week it seems.
All right. So, you guys, let me know when you guys see roll 20 again.
I didn't get kicked out.
Oh,
last
I
time.
got kicked out now.
This time.
Okay. We're still recording. It's still trying to reconnect.
Looks like it's trying to catch up.
All right. Now it reconnected again.
Okay.
Wall.
All right. I do apologize for the disconnections. I will try to edit those out a little bit here from Twitch. When I go to look at it, I'll try to edit those out. Anyways, so I'm just going to show you guys these little rooms real quick. I'm just going to fast forward this real fast because you're probably going to check every single one of these rooms, correct?
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do that.
Only dwarves can make this clean sphere.
I'm going to do that for you. Hopefully that's still good. It hasn't come back and tell me it's... All right. And then I'm going to put you back outside just real fast to get that connection for you guys. That's the pit that Bertram fell down into. That's the hallway right there.
Ah.
Okay. And then I'm going to drop you down to here.
Uh-oh.
These rooms are.
And then just pop you into this room real fast. All right, and then I want to pull you back out. Just real quickly, I'm just going to do that. That way you guys got it mapped. And then I can also go over with you what is happening to each one. So, I want to pull the doors off just real fast of each one of these, just in case. Since you guys went through. All right. All right, starting with the first one that you guys went into, which would be 46. When you open this room, you could smell soot and everything as the walls and the floor of this 30-foot high dome chamber have been blackened by fire, and the room's furnishings appear to have been incinerated. Charred bits of wood and stone lay strewn on the floor. You can roll an investigation check to see if you want.
Who says it wasn't in there?
I don't know. It's like somebody champed on a fireball in here.
Fortunately, that investigation is not high enough. And that one is definitely not high enough to determine what happened here. And that's in that north room, that first room you guys went into. Yeah.
Woo!
10 is the same thing. You don't know, and you don't know either.
Oh my god, none of us know.
Hey yo!
Whee!
What do you get now?
6!
Oh.
I've got a 4, a 5, and now a 6.
Bernice, you trying your luck?
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay.
None of us know.
Well, Bart, you're about the closest person. You're like, yeah, fire definitely went off here, but you can't determine what exactly caused the fire. So we'll move on.
We
Next,
didn't start the fire.
The DC, by the way, on that one was 20.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, it's a pretty hard. You're determining something that happened. Who knows how long ago? But either way,
Probably could do.
that went off.
Rod.
Okay, so 45, which is the metal room. Just for shits and giggles, I'm just going to do that just to see what that would do. Okay. You see that leaving this room and 44, the room just below it, so the middle room and the last room where you guys just left look exactly the same. Oops, I need to go up. There we go. 44, yeah, 40, okay. It's a circular room with a dome ceiling, 30 foot high. You see 6 stone beds that rest with their headboards against the walls. A shallow notch stands empty above each bed. At the foot of each of the bed is a stone chest that you can see has already been smashed open. A alabaster statue of dwarf kings lies smashed on the floor. And you can already determine easily enough that these were in the notches that were above the beds. So, and since we've been having a lot of lag issues and dropping the last few minutes, as you guys venture further in the mountain, almost clearing the 6th floor, you have a few more spaces and places to go. As you left this room into the hallway, you do notice a tunnel off to your left that appears to have been made possibly by an Umber Hulk. You guys plunder and wonder about what else could be laying in this dungeon. What else has the duergar stolen? What else can you eliminate from this room to make it more sanctuary or more whole, more clean, if you would, of presence of demons, animals, creatures, whatever the case is? You guys are exterminators and you are here to exterminate Drugar or anything else foul creatures.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
With that being said,
Shit and water.
and you guys are marching on, I'm going to say probably a good portion of the day has already been taking place. It's not half a day, but it's approaching half a day of you guys just wandering around this dungeon, looking at stuff and determining stuff and checking stuff out. You did spend 2 hours cleaning up stonework at the beginning of your morning shift. So that's why I'm pushing it towards more of a noonish time frame. As you guys, again, wander through the halls, seeking to destroy anything that could possibly be evil and corrupt out of this area. And with that being said, I'll come up with the title and I'll rename this a different title. And I'm thinking I want to say, to Xorn or not to Xorn, because you guys came across the Xorns and you did not Xorn.
Did not Xorn.
You chose not to Xorn. To me, it means to kill or not to kill, and you did not kill. You fed and ran. So that is probably what this title is going to switch to, and I will edit there. Let me flip back over to here. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. I don't have anybody doing this. It's all me clicking and everything else. So this is where we're going to end for tonight's session. We're doing it's 4 hours. Usually we go 4.5 hours, but we're going to stop since we've been having some disconnects. I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us and watching us play some Dungeons and Dragons. Hopefully it's getting better as we are I'm working on trying to get some more of the background noise eliminated, but a lot of stuff I'm trying to get wants money and I don't want to pay. I'm cheap. Sorry. I just don't want to pay anything for those stuff right now. So I'm going to try to find a free add-on that I can use to eliminate the room tone, and that should help out with our mics, hopefully. With that being said, like I said, we do appreciate you guys hanging out with us and taking the time out of your day. Anybody have anything you want to add or say?
Lord Helm protects. And
Next week.
yeah, same time next week.
Okay, so we have one more game before we take our small little break from our sessions. As again, a reminder, we do have 2 party members that are going on a cruise. So enjoy your guys' cruise, and we'll set it again, of course, when we end the next game. Other than that, yeah. thank you guys so much, and thank you for the support. If you're not already following, hit that follow button. Don't forget to do that. And if you are a YouTuber and you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We pretty much play every weekend except for the next 2 weeks. After the next weekend, we will be taking a couple of weekends off or so. And then we'll be back for another every week adventure. So until next time, guys, love you. Peace. See you next stream. Have a good one.